What is up, man? Happy Sunday to y'all, man. Hope y'all had a smooth cope aesthetic. What's this right here? I don't know what that is. I just clicked. Hopefully I ain't mess up the live. Y'all had a cope aesthetic Saturday, man. It was smooth, debonair, all that, Welcome to the night live. Hold on, let me wait this joint real quick, man. I need it to be super clear. There we go. Welcome to the night live, man. With your boy. YsEats. I'm not gonna lie, man. The night live is lit. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm overly geek right now. Right now, I'm making some fillets, defrosting with the sink. But that's not why I'm overly geek, man. I'm overly geek because I feel like the visual is done. But yo, rowdy fella, I just messaged you fella. I just sent you a DM on IG to follow Roddy the Don, man. Yes, sir, brother. Hope you been smooth with just checking up on you, man. Bullet! You feel me? I'm trying to get the Discord lit, man. You like the MVP in the Discord right now. Shout out to you. I'm trying to get more people in the Discord, so it's busting. Y'all can chat with each other. But the reason I'm overly geek right now, I just literally finished the animated video. Now this ain't the final version, but it's the rough final version. So what I like to do, bro, I'm very particular in working on things. Once I craft something or create something, I like to examine it. You know what I mean? Richard Wilkins, man, he said stop cooking them steaks, start cooking them beefs. Then, bro, drop the shit already. Yo, you want me drop? You want me drop it tonight? Nah, say that. Richard Wilkins, man. Nice to see Richard Wilkins. Fuller. How you doing, Mr. Wilkins? I'm geek for y'all, man. So what I'm gonna do is I got the video done in a sense, but I want to watch it to see if it's things I could add, tweak, take away, you know, really spice it up, man. But I'm excited, bro. I came with to drop this visual for y'all. Reason why I'm really geek is because it's all hands on, bro. When I say all hands on, I did have help with AI, bro. Gotta give AI its credit. You know what I mean? You gotta utilize AI. Yo, Ginkgo, what's up, Ginkgo, man? Thank you for the like and sub, man. Shout out to Ginkgo Klasky 4-5 row. You heard? Fully. Everybody gotta get it fully when they come in, but it's all hands on, y'all. Like I literally type the treatment. Now the treatment is known as like the video script. You know what I mean? The video script. Shout out to American Flag 32. Fully! Is I had a Bible study with Donald Trump Bible in front of golden Donald Trump state wearing t-shirt depicting. Man, that's crazy. Bible study of all DT in there, man. Sound like a DT takeover, man. Shout out to Ziggy J from Alabama. He said love from Alabama. Fully. Shout out to that boy Ziggy J out there, man. You Ziggy? Or wait, what Ziggy mean? You like that? Or you not like that, man? You Ziggy? Shout out to Tamara Fox, man. Fully. Yo, everybody get a fully that drop in here, man. Tonight I'm geek right now, man. Energized. Yes, I love you, man. Keep it up. I love you too. Ziggy J out there in Alabama, man. Roll Tide. Yo. Roll Tide. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I used to have the game NCAA. I used to use Texas Longhorns all the time. That was like my favorite team on the game, bro. Otherwise, sometimes I use Alabama. You know what I mean? Roll Tide. It's like NCAA football, but for like PlayStation 2. I was way back. Shout out to Andro Play Z. Fully! Fully! Yo, he said, bless you. Yeah, he said, get cracked, Ashy. KKK. Well, that's a crazy name, man. That boy Roddy saying he in the garage smoking trees. You think that I'm outside with it. Richard come in with the bars. I got the stove with me. I mean, the stove by me. Might messed up in the past, but we still grinding, hop out. Y'all try to come nasty tonight. He say, I just got out of jail, twin. Shout out to that boy Ziggy J for being free, man. No more going to the box for you, man. You gotta be outside, bro. You mean? You gotta control your emotions, buddy. You know what I mean? You can't win every battle. You know what I mean? I used to learn that because I used to want to put him up, put him up, put him up. Pops had to tell me, look, man, you can't win every battle. You know what I'm saying? Certain battles, he said, would fully let him know we've been sliding. He said, man, I used to play NC Triple A. Nah, this man Richard is a fully. He said, I used to play NC Triple A. Got the joint for $5 from the Chinese place. Nah, Rich, I'll rock with you, bro. You got that gritty mind, fam. Triple A? You stop with our NC Triple A. Come on, bro. NC Quadruple A? They asked me what college I go to. NC Quadruple A. You talk about that's a 586 score. He said, God loves you. God loves you too. Zamir. Forward! Shout out to that boy Zamir Cooper 2209. That boy ISF, man. Yo, that boy got a sister named Jenna. Yo, ISF, what's up with your sis named Jenna, man? He said, watch your back, my boy. Shout out to Osama Fuller. You ain't the real Bin Laden, no, man, are you? He said, Winston Smith, Chicago. Do you think Trump shows level of, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I don't personally say I'm a fan of Trump, but I like that he's bold, bro. That's one thing I say I like. I don't know if it's a character, but I ain't never seen a president be so bold, bro. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I like because Trump gonna let you know, like, hey man, I don't think these blacks should get this money. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say, matter of fact, I don't want Mexicans here. He not gonna be playing his hand different, bro. So I like transparency, but you know all the other stuff. I leave that to everybody else. But I like transparency. I like somebody to be like, yo, YS, I don't even like you, bro. You know, I like transparency. I don't like somebody be like, yo, YS, you're the man. You're cool, bro, but he don't really hate you for real. He said I ran from the cops and got 5 drug charges, 3. Dang, boy, you damn near trying to get 5 stars in real life, not GTA. You gotta slow down, Ziggy. You gotta get on your content, man. You gotta tell a story. You gotta do a story time. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all going dumb in the chat. I'm still trying to catch up, but you gotta do a story time. Like, yo, man, it's your boy Ziggy J, man. Y'all ready for the craziest story ever? Of how I try to duck the cops and end up catching bad charges. Let me give y'all part 1 right now. Don't give them everything in the first video, dog. Give them part 1. Then you give them a cliffhanger. A cliffhanger could be where you thought you was gonna really shake 12, and then but you didn't. You know what I mean? Like, stay tuned for part 2. Just like that, man. Get on your content vibes, man. That's why you here tonight, man. Shout out to Katya Foley. Katya. Sound like you from Serbia or something. Tomorrow you sending that 200? Send that right now. What we doing? Shout out to Kai son McHenry Foley. I'm getting everybody a fully tonight, man. It's like I ran the first time on Hayabasa, the second time on M1000. Yo, bro, you was off too many drugs, fool. My boy thought he was Usain Bolt. They'll never catch me now. I'm off the ayahuasca. Who are these guys? Bro, if you wasn't hitting the right, then the left, then the left, then the right, you wasn't ducking 12. Kendrick told us in Good Kid, Mad City, bro. You know what I mean? I would forgot what song it was. It was called Bad Influence. He's like, then they came in to my door, bruh. Yes, that's called a raid, buddy. I don't went to people cribs, they ain't even had no doors up. It's a free ball. They can't leave the spot. You know what I'm saying? He said I was in the run. I was on the run for 3 years. You got to tell a story about that, man. That sound like you James Bond. 3 years is a long time. Shout out to just I now Ice. Yo, bro, that name is the tongue twister. Fuller. Shout out to you, man, Justin OYC. I think it's Justin OYC 6868. Hopefully I got that right. You feel me? He said, I wish I can get a free bag off Mod. I don't know about Mod, my boy. Richard said Trump v. the United States. The president has total immunity for official acts. The presumption is immunity for unofficial acts. Basically, the president is involved the law according. Yeah, I mean he act like it though, for sure. That if that's one rule that you could say he really utilizes and puts in full effect, he takes full advantage, bro. And I just like the transparency about that. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Dean Fuller. Jimmy Dean. Hey, my cousin name is Jimmy. We used to call him Jimmy Dean. He like 6'4", tall little bro. He used to be a legit Jamarian Kenneth. Jamarian Fuller. But now, look, I'm really excited, man, to really drop the visual for y'all, man. Now, listen, let me read Richard's comment. He said, if I was the president, I would do everything I want with that power. Then do my best to limit the power of the next guy. Nah, he's diabolical, fool. They say you'll be plotting on the fourth, fifth terms after you. Make sure they ain't got no rules. Yeah. I don't know. Being president seemed like a lot of work, man. You know what I mean? It seemed like a lot of work. Nah, I'm not a gangbanger, man. No banging and nothing. I'm with God, man. We with God, man. You ask what gang I'm with God's gang, man. Whatever gang God has, I'm in a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Fully! But now I'm really geeked for y'all, bro, because I was all hands on with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I say he said that seems to be the play lately. Change stuff quick before the people catch on. I mean, it is, bro. And give them things to distract them. I mean, there's a lot of things that get switched fast because people don't have time to pay attention. But that's just like a magic trick for real, Rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jimmy Dean. If you're gonna join any gang, join God's gang, bro. Now many people gonna ask you like who you bang with. When you tell them God, two things gonna happen. They're gonna be like, yo, I salute that. Or they're gonna be like, man, you corny, bro. And they say you corny, they demonic, man. They ain't choose God yet. Fall back. You heard? Because that right there is not even it's gonna just uh change the environment of whatever was going to transpire, whether it be aggression, negativity. They don't know how to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you real stuff. Try it. Like dudes be like, yeah, I'm Crip, I'm this. You be like, man, I'm with God gang, man. I'm like, what's that? The Lord, God, the creator? They just gonna be in a shock or they gonna salute it. Or they gonna rebel. The ones who rebel, they not really choosing it. They ain't choose the Lord yet. I mean, maybe they will later on, but you gotta fall back from them. I done had some real members in here. As soon as I said that, they like, salute, bro. I respect that. That's something new. 'Cause you don't hear people say stuff like that. You know what I mean? He said they just dropped some UFO documents. Yeah. All the distractions. You feel me? But I thought I seen a UFO on the freeway. I seen something lighting up, but I couldn't turn because it's a curve. So I'm looking back. I'm like, what the heck? But it was just kind of hovering. It ain't look like no plane to me. But I be seeing stuff in the sky chilling all the time, gang. So them dots they drop, they ain't really shifting people's thinking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like lately, I've been feeling like overly strong, bro. I don't know what it is. I've been feeling like just like charged. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Johnson, shout out to Slate Caps. Fuller! Yo, Johnson Pepins. He said, bro, I was driving my H-Cat red eye and I hit 150 on the road. I drove right by a cop. They were mad as bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen some H-Cats really get off on the police, bro. Nah, for real. He said, nah, that's the weird crack, twin. For what? Nah, bro, it ain't no. I don't do no crack, bro. All I do is smoke. But I'm talking about. I've been feeling OD strong, bro. I don't know what it is. Something different. Something's happening. Like just energized. Like really energized. You know what I mean? And right now, I just feel naturally energized. I ain't even ate much, bro. I ain't ate since like 5, 4. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is like a lot of things is changing. And the sun is changing, the weather's changing, bro. Like pay attention to the animals, how the animals interact with you, bro. I be seeing animals just be chilling, bro. They don't even be running. I seen birds, bro. I'm walking, the bird walking with me. I'm like, yo, what's up with these birds? You know, usually birds that run off, but these birds walking with me. He's like, you step in your shit up or better buds. Nah, man. It just is. I'm vibrating good, bro. Everything is energy, bro. Everything is energy. Right now, you guys are not here with me, but when you say something, I can feel the energy of you saying that. That's like your energy. Like Richard Wilkins just typed. He said, "Certified LA fully," aka Mr. Bun Checker, man, Lady Bun Checker, man. He said they don't need to chase you now. My state just doubled the amount of stones and traffic cans the police are using. AI, bro, I'm telling you, bro, drones. The police got crazy tech right now. I ain't gonna lie, like yesterday I had an encounter with them. Bro put my name in. He like, yeah, okay, we know you. I'm just like, what? Y'all know me. But right now the police, I don't know, they on edge too, because they probably been briefed about matters we don't know about, you know what I mean? So they probably got crazy technology right now, all types of shit, bro. So right now you gotta be smooth. Right now it's time to focus on you, man. Don't be doing mad stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't be wilding. You don't want the cops. I could have had a disorderly conduct situation yesterday, but I had to peep if it was going left or not. You know what I mean? I was a little energized. He was energized. We were damn near screaming at each other. Then I got the lady cop waiting for whatever to pop off. Like, right here. She don't even got to be right here. All four cops is over there because it's a gentleman speaking to another gentleman, you know? But I can tell, like, you know, it could have went left. So y'all gotta be smooth right now. He said I wasn't gonna stop, but I thought of my girl, my child, so I did the right thing. I mean, yeah, because you could have crashed, you could have hit somebody else, you could have not made it out of that speed chase. A lot could have happened, gang. You know, if you're not really a Formula One driver and you don't have like a mental to outrun the police, it's tough. When I say that mental, it's like it's impossible to outrun the police driving straight, bro. It's impossible because they're always gonna have eyes on you. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna send more units. So realistically, you only got about 15 minutes to get away from the police. When I say 15 minutes, on YouTube, this is not to encourage high speed chase or nothing. I'm figuratively speaking that the police have won a lot of chases. You got about 15 minutes. When I say 15 minutes, let's say what happened to H-Cat. Boom, red eye. Boom. Now we got the ups on them. But this is a straight. We cannot keep on the straight. You gotta be so cold at driving to where you could use the brake to drift us to either quick hit left, right, quick hit left, right. Because at some point we're gonna have to get out the whip, gang. We're gonna have to park the whip off, get out the whip, and look different. That's the only way. Y'all seen a lot of movies. It's like I seen so many chase person that just drive straight. Then they get the copter on them. More people will come. Then they trying to pit them. It's like you're not getting out of that. You know what I mean? The police got a lot of people, so you gotta be so quick at thinking. It's like you gotta damn near drive your car into like a used car dealership, park your car, run out of there, hop out. You feel me? Like real mastermind thinking, bro. Park that joint in a used car dealership. Stephanie Nicole Fuller, Miss Nicole's in the building. You heard? But I'm just saying though, Ziggy, you got to think about what I'm saying. It's like driving straight, they gonna get you, fool. Like they gonna just come. More of them gonna come. It's like GTA, and at the end of the day, you got to outsmart them on a different level of thought. Like not just I'm faster. You know what I'm saying? That's how most people be thinking. Like I'm faster than them. But your driving skills come into play when you going 100. When you going 100 and you trying to stop, you gotta know how to drift that jump. Real need for speed. Those be crashing off the drift. Most people lose control of the car off the drift, bro. When I say off the drift, they going like 100 and they trying to stop to like either turn or switch lanes and they lose control. Yeah, you gotta be a good driver, Johnson. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be a good driver. You gotta be like freaking Formula One Matt Verstappen, gang. Because you when you turning, you going high speed. It just a matter of drifting, gang. But you gotta drift so crucial to where you're not drifting in the other lane and shit like that. Like, so you gotta be a good driver to get away from 12, man. If you're not a good driver, it's like you gotta outsmart them. Outsmarting them is, driving to the junkyard, abandoning the car there, knowing where you park it, or parking in a used dealership where it looked like it fit in. You know what I mean? But getting out of there on foot, changing your clothes, taking your shirt off. You know what I mean? Walking barefoot. You gotta do something different. You know what I'm saying? Most of them dudes, he said, but hit the lamp post. I was going 120. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, that drifting is important, gang. Because I used to go drive go karts. When you drive go karts, the turns, it requires drifting. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta ease up on the gas, and then kind of like step on the brake to hit the turns fast. Once you hit the turn and the butt of the car done swung, you step on the gas. I used to watch a lot of Formula One, bro. I love, what I'm saying? I love like racing stuff like that. I used to play Need for Speed, Midnight Club, all that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Why is that a cop chase me? Hell, left and then slid the corner." Yeah, but you would have got out of there though, because cops, they not trained to maneuver, bro. They just train to drive straight. Like, like I'm for real. They train to drive straight. So if you able to really hit that left, boom, drive in the alley, spin, reverse, drive back, man, you cold, you could get out of it. But you not like that, it's tough. So I suggest, man, look, if you riding, you gotta ride smooth, man. Like when I used to trap, bro, I had rules. I never smoked in a whip, bro. Most people smoke in a whip because of the feeling of being cool. You don't have to even smoke in a whip. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you got to get in a high speed chase because you got some shit on you. You don't want nobody to see the 12 to see. But then you already done created an environment to where they got to search. What I mean, it smell like gas in that hole. Smell like you been partying in here. You know what I mean? Never smoking a whip, because smoking in a whip is just a cool feeling. You driving, you smoking. You could do that at the crib. When I used to trap, if you smell like weed, bro, you couldn't even get in my car, bro. It was nothing against you, because you was likely to get me in a situation knowing that I was riding. So it was certain rules you just knew to abide by based on what you're doing, bro. And when you try to go against the rules, is when you mess up. This is real. Like I used to have a freaking mason, not a mason jar, but a flask, a big flask. That joint was sealed with the gas. When I opened that joint, it's like a bomb just exploded in this hole. You know what I mean? But it was strategies, bro. Like, because I knew what I was doing. He said, yeah, the gang, they were trying to take me to run it up, but I thought my girl, my baby, so I made it out of my car. Yeah, but the gang, they don't care about what happened to you. So you a leader at the end of the day. The gang wanted to go in a chase so they can be like, yo, man, that boy JP was sliding. That boy JP was hitting them corners. That boy JP, he a driver. Then you crash your car. Now you probably got more charges. If you hit somebody else, you damage property. They don't care about you, JP. You the man with the ace cat, red eye. So realize your position. Unfortunately, I used to have a lot of friends. You know, here your name is JP. I know that what they call you. You know what I mean? In the hood. That boy JP, it's a lot of meat riding. They don't ride with you for real, man. You got a girl and you got a kid. You gotta be on some dolly shit. You gotta be on some. You gotta get your content busting. Let me look at your channel, man. Let me look at your channel. You know what I'm saying? Channel activity. All right, JP, you got 1 subscriber, bro. My challenge to you is at least try to get 20 subscribers before the year is over. Now, my boy Rowdy down there, he's been grinding on this channel. Rowdy been here since the jump, bro. Since the channel took off. You feel me? Roddy took some of the advice that I gave him. At the end of the day, you got a Hellcat. You into you popping right now, really on YouTube. You know how many people make car content? Especially if you're into car, you need to start making car content. That's gonna go viral. You posting a Hellcat, doing a POV, doing like a full review of your car, a update. I mean, you gotta go crazy. This is what's gonna put you in a position for you and your family. Then you gonna fall in love with this. You ain't gonna have time to hang out with the game. But you know, you're gonna be a fake nigga then. You're gonna be a lame, a weirdo. You switched up. But you need to switch up right now. Yeah, but JP, you telling me that it ain't gonna help you. You need to tell YouTube that. You need to have a community of people that have Hellcats too. That be like, yo, JP, how you get that? How you get that mod kit right there? How you get that lift? How you get the lace in the back, man? What you do to make it sound like that? Foley, you telling me? I got a car channel already, bruh. I like all types of cars, more cars, McLarens, Lambos, Baronettas. You know what I mean? Like Mercedes Benzes, you know, Buicks, Wagonairs, all cars, bro. I got a car channel. It got like 90 subs almost. I ain't posting that much on there, but that channel gonna go up. So I'm not telling you something I'm not doing. This is my food channel right here. You need to run it up. Forget chilling with the guys. Run it up. You got till the end of the year to get more than 10 subscribers. You could do that, brother. Post your first vlog. I'm gonna give you the source. Boom. You could do lifestyle vlog, car vlog, content vlog, whatever vlogs you want, bro. It's your world. Do like a daily vlog. What you do for your day? How you take care? Maybe you gotta take care of the Hellcat. Maybe you going shopping. POV in the Hellcat going shopping. Hopped in the Hellcat, went shopping. Titles. These are titles. But you need to have at least 5 to 6 minute vlogs regularly, weekly. You know what I mean? Weekly, brother. Now, out of the 5 to 7 minute vlogs, you clip like a part of that. Let's say you went and got gas and you was fresh, fool. You could say putting petrol in a Hellcat. That could be like a 40 minute, 40 second clip, 50 minute, 50 second clip. That's your YouTube short. Boom. Let's say you went to the mall and you had got some shoes. You could have that be like the quick 30 second, whatever seconds it is, clip. Boom, that's another short. But that's coming out of the 5 6 minute vlog. You just killed two birds with one stone. Now you need to post one full vlog a day, which is 5 to 6 minutes, and you need to post at least 2 to 3 shorts a day. When you post your shorts, do it in the morning time, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Because why? When people wake up, they on their phones, brother. Nighttime, 2 a.m., 1:30, 1:40 a.m. until 3:30. Why? Because at night we on our phones, brother, scrolling. You feel me? He said, I got a 360 cam on the back last time I ran from the couch 16 and 23. But you could tell all those stories on your YouTube channel. You could have a story vlog where he's like, man, I want to tell y'all how this car right here got me away from the cops when I was 16. You need to start doing this stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get that channel busting, JP. Rowdy will tell you, Rowdy's getting his channel busting. My man Rowdy, he worked crazy hours. He got a family too. You know what I'm saying? He working on his channel too. He working a regular job too. He's building his channel. Some of what I told him, he tried it. It worked. You know what I mean? It worked, brother. He said, I wish I can get a free bag off my yo, Justin, you got to say that 100 million times in this lifetime. It won't change nothing. Nah, we're keeping a big ski. But nah, JP, I rock with you, gang. Just hearing your story is like, yo, bro, I used to have a lot of friends. I done been in a lot of situations, and my friends wouldn't mind. When I told my friends I was gonna quit trapping, they said, no, YS, you can't quit trapping, bro. You good at trapping. And it's like, dang, like y'all supposed to be like, I get you, YS, bro. They would try to get me back to go trap. They be like, YS, we got this play. Like, YS, bro, we could do this, YS. YS, what you think about this? Trying to get me to trap. It's like, damn, man. They don't really care like that. They just want me to be a certain way for them. JP, they need you to just be the driver. You know what I'm saying? Skirt, in the Hellcat. They like, yeah, my boy JP got the Hellcat, man. We can get away with whatever. That's what they need you to do. Be the driver. It don't matter if you got 20 cops behind you. They like, yo, drive, JP. We good. You think about your family. They say drive, JP. Crash this, man. We getting away. We dying and getting away. Which one? You a boss, JP. You got an LK. You driving with these fools in the car. These fools need to get out the car, man. You need to be dolly. Maybe keep one of them guys, man. I don't know which one's the best one, but you need only one of them. Or you don't really need none of them. But if you want to keep one to not be bored, pick the best one. But then you can't have him with everyone. You got, they be like, yo, you only rocking with him? What happened? You gotta just drop everybody. He said, I haven't gotten away in the 1200 Lamborghini Aventador SV. If you got a Lamborghini Aventador SV, you need to have a YouTube channel, brother, because I don't know what you're doing. You post that Lamborghini Aventador SV, the white. I like the white one with the little spoiler in the back. Dog, you're going up. They want to know how you get that car because these are the things that people attract to, bro. They're attracted to like your lifestyle, the luxury part of your lifestyle. They want to know how you get that, especially if you're not like a big celebrity, bro. This is the best part about this time. People want to know regular people lifestyle, bro. They want to know what are you like? What do you like to do? How's your personality? Because it's more real than the stuff on TV. So, and knowing that you take full advantage, brother. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I never was an internet guy. You know what I'm saying? But God kind of forced me to get in this position, and I get it. I get why. Because I was missing out on a lot of stuff, bro. Just being outside. You know what I'm saying? I was like you. I used to chill with like 7, 8 guys. I leave them in the crib, go to work, bro. They in the crib chilling. Come home from work. They got my keys type shit, you know? They smoking the packs in here, pounds is in here, lick in here, food in here. You think they want to go home? This the spot. The AC busting, 7th floor, views. Man, what? Why yes, you the realest? You know what I'm saying? That's just all talk, man. You know what I'm saying? No contributions, nothing, man. Get yourself something that's for you, bro. You got a family, man. It starts now. Forget all them guys, bro. I'm telling you real stuff. You got a daughter or a kid or a son and a girl, you gotta be locked in. You gotta take care of them. You the man, JP. You don't need to take care of no other men. I'm telling you, if you only had a girl and family, you good. Do what you need, bro. Why not? You locked in right now, man. You gotta set up a foundation. Get on your content journey, bro. Especially you got all them cars. You can go look at my cars page. It's called Art of YS. Saying Art of YS is on there. Me selling cars. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it took a while to want to be by myself, bro. I had to understand. He said I have an M3, I have a red, I have an SV, I got a GTI. But see, you can't have all them cars and you're not making content. You cheating yourself out of a lot of money. I'm sure you rich, but if you need something to just occupy your time, gang, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you telling me that is cool, but it's cooler for a lot of other people, brother. That's what I want you to get. Me and everyone knowing that is cool, but it's cooler for a lot of people because they want to ask you questions. They want to know how you got that stuff. They just want to know because it's not like you a famous person, gang. You know what I'm saying, bro? You got a phone, right? You don't need a camera. I'm talking to you on my phone. All my vlogs are off the phone, bro. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all a real story right now. We make a lot of excuses, and that's just human nature. When I say we, I myself was like this. When I say me, I'm gonna speak from my perspective. Like whenever I was gonna start something new, it's like I would think about it, I'll be excited, but then it's like, the ifs, what ifs, this is that would start to come. And when it start to come, you'll come up with an excuse like, oh man, I'll be like, man, okay, I probably ain't really don't know how to edit, so I'll probably wait, something like that, something just to cop out. You got a cell phone, gang. You got an iPhone. This is one of the best cameras. Apple makes sure that if they invest in anything, they invest in the camera on their phone. You know what I mean? Because the specs is always going to be the specs, bro. But the quality in capturing video, images, FaceTime, and all this is what they really put time into. So Yo, shout out to that boy Jay Bucks, man. Fully from Iran. So you having the iPhone, bro, it's so many people that would literally switch lights with you like this without even thinking, bro. To have an iPhone, just forget your cars, just to have an iPhone. The reason they want to have an iPhone is because, bro, they're gonna have the world in their hands. Right now, JP, if you go to Africa, you couldn't even hold your iPhone out in the street. Somebody is snatch it from you. Y'all be seeing the videos in India. Y'all be seeing the videos in third world country of people phones getting snatched out the car. This iPhone is like gold to people in third world countries. So you got to understand the advantages that you have. You got to utilize this. The world is in your hands right now. I'm not in your city, but we chopping it up. Rowdy not in your city, but you chopping it up with Rowdy. So this is the palm of the world is in your hands. Don't look at it as just an iPhone or a phone. This better than the cellular line. That's why there's no more cellular lines, bro. Only person that have a cellular line or home phone is an older person or like a business. But it's all iPhone because the connectivity in this one device puts you worldwide. So you knowing that it's worldwide, bro. Even if you in the hood of LA, let me tell you something. You don't have to vlog there, bro. I'm in the hood where I stay. You hear the police? Y'all hear the whoop whoop whoop? That's not the TV. That's outside, bro. It ain't the TV. Ain't no police. I'm gonna show y'all. It's not the TV. Ain't no police TV show playing right now, gang. That's outside. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that's outside, I don't go outside and crank my vlogs in the hood because it's haters. I go somewhere fire, crank the vlog there. Because I don't want to be doing this, looking at my vlog, and then they gonna be hating me when you recording like this. I know, but I'm just telling you, based on your environment, and if you're gonna do content, you don't have to do it there, bro. You got a car. You can go anywhere. Or you can go vlog in Beverly Hills, bro. You need to like look at yourself like you stepping out the box. Yeah, you could vlog the hood, viral stuff, but it's cool only to a certain extent, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to do your content, it doesn't need to be right there unless you want to capture certain things, bro. Like it's a lot of stuff I could capture. I could have captured the police interaction when it was 5 cops, and I'm coming outside arguing with them yesterday. I'm like, yo, come record this. This gonna go viral for real. They want to see this, but that's like my personal life. So that doesn't need to be on camera. You know what I mean? It's your personal life and content. So understand there's a difference between the two. Really. Well, you need to get stronger, man. You can't be getting ragged all at wrestling practice. They manhandling you. You gotta get stronger, bro. You know the YouTube. Sorry, I ain't. What you mean, JP? I don't know what you mean by that statement right there, man. You said SRT, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All the cars you listed, you know how many people go and rent these cars just to shoot videos. If you knew this, your mind would be blown. And you say you own these cars, you cheating yourself, JP. Yo, JP, start the movie. You know where that's from? Smack. He said you look like Eddie Murphy before he took the glasses off. I heard Eddie Murphy, Steve Harvey, Wesley Snipes, Black Lightyear. He said, wait. He said, hola, Cali Duquesne. Me llamo Yes. Yo hablo poquito español. ¿Cómo está? He said, I have PSD. Can you take the Buzz Lightyear scarf thing off? Yo, close your eyes, man. If you're gonna watch the chat, just close your eyes and listen. Talking about you got PSD. You scared of Buzz Lightyear? Well, I'm Black Lightyear. Fully. When I come in, I say fully. Now Buzz to come in to infinity and beyond. I was saying all that. I come in, I say fully. Nah, bro, I'm cracking up, bro. Let me in. Juicy J. 3 6, my man. Yeah. I can't forget 3 6. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg also. Yeah, some souls, brother. He said some souls, brother, rubbed me, and they was wearing them. Yeah, they robbed you, gang. Is cool, bro. Look, I can't reach through the screen and get your stuff, man. You gotta take that L to the chin and get over it, man. A lot of us we done took L's, but when you take L's, it just shows you the times are different. So maybe in that situation you was too trusting. Maybe in that situation you thought it was a different time, like 2020. But it happened to me. I done took an L similar where it's like, I had to decide, is it worth firing on somebody for or going viral and having to face a case or just taking the L? So you just gotta take the L. But it teach you something. It teach you like, okay, business can't be face to face. Or you can't do business with this type of people. It teach you something, bro. So take what you learn from it and move forward. And don't make the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's all I took from it. I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna be a little tight, like, man, dog, what? Man, what? But after a while, you gotta get past that tightness, man. You gotta get past being frustrated because you live to get it back. You know what I mean? And God sees all the L's we take, man. We get rewarded in the end with dubs. You heard? He said, bro, I know SRT Lynn in my gang. Man, I don't know, man. JP, hopefully you take my advice, man. Forget knowing all these SRT guys. You one of the SRT SBJ havers. So I don't want to hear about nobody else but you. I need the YouTubers to come out. Hey, you know that dude JP with the H cat, the HVJ, you know what I mean? The M3? Forget SRT Lynn. Who's that guy, man? I don't know him. I really don't. I want to know JP. Yeah, I don't know him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I only know CJ, the guy with all the cars, light skinned dude. I think he's from Houston, but you got a platform right now, JP. You gotta utilize that, man. I challenge you. That's a challenge, man. Get on your social media gram, man. It's gonna pay off. Malcolm XD, you know bro too? You said SRT Yen. Yo, they got an SRT Yen too? Lennon Yen, huh? Nah, that boy said he the Japanese gang. That boy, they got an SRT Len out there in Tokyo. Nah, Malcolm, you out there in Tokyo. Konnichiwa. Nah, I just got a sub that's out in Tokyo. I named Kaori, fam. Nah, no bap. She's from Tokyo for real. He's a dog. Nah, you got Malcolm talking about his SRT homie. He said, "What would you do if when you okay? What?" So he said, "Yes." I don't know what, bro. Talking about, yo, Fago, I do, bro. I gotta work tomorrow morning. Shout out to me having a job. I'm thankful, man. Thank you for reminding me that, bro. Anybody, if you got a job right now, you blessed. Getting a job right now is hard. You know what I'm saying? Right now, anybody got a gig right now? Do good at the gig, man. Do your best. Cause getting a gig right now is tough. He said, "Why are there so many YNs on live? They utilizing the platform they have, man. You need to get on live too, Just Lonnie and Just Lonnie. Get on live. Don't be worried about the YNs rocking they live." Yo, Callie Duquesne said, "Hello, it's a pleasure to greet you. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Thank God. Congratulations, you speak Spanish real well. I was pleasantly surprised." Well, thank you though. Gracias. Gracias, Cali. Aprecio mucho. You know what I'm saying? I learned Spanish in like seventh grade, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to have this teacher. Her name was Miss Sean. Well, actually, no, I took Spanish in like seventh grade. I just don't remember who taught me though. But I learned that, and then I went to high school, and then it's like I perfected it in high school. But I used to be really good at Spanish. But then I stopped speaking it for a while. I only know like basic communication stuff, like you know what I mean. But if I really think, I could kind of. But the song that I'm dropping is in Spanish. That's what's funny though. I have a few Spanish songs because I used to work at the mall, and I used to work with this Jewish guy. He was like, It was cool though. You know what I mean? This was when I first met the Jews for real. I met some A1 Jews. They had the bag, they had a business. They would try to teach me Arabic. You know what I mean? Islam and certain phrases or phrases, but I forgot them all. But he liked my business. And I say he liked my business, he rocked with me. You know what I mean? But this was one of the business owners. I remember the first time getting interviewed, he did all the talking because he's more personable. The other guys just was like just mugging me. Like, who is this guy? Dude, can we trust him? Like that. So I'm looking at him like he a weirdo. But it was like good and evil, bro. That's how I would describe the two owners. The good guy was the shorter guy. His name was Ovadia. You know what I mean? The other dude was Yuval Curran. You know what I mean? Yuval didn't like me for real because he was evil for real. You know what I mean? Ovad was good. Reason that Ovad was good is like Ovad, he understood life, bro. When I say he understood life, right? They used to like try to manipulate me for real, but I was smarter than them. Yes, yes, Steph, it is. And I got some other songs on my artist page and kind of so they used to try to like. So when I first started, it was cool, man, whatever. But I used to be on some cool stuff. That's why I say always be yourself. Now, let me say how I used to be on some cool stuff, bro. I was working at a big mall, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie. At the time, I used to be getting girls, fool. So I'm already thinking like, yo, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get fresh every day to go to this job. Funny fact, I used to mess with a shorty that got me the job. So I used to mess with this shorty. She like, you should come work at the mall. Cause she used to come chill with me, smoking all that. I've been messing with her for a minute. So I'm like, oh, she's like, y'all talk to these guys. She got me the interview. So boom. And I'm gonna even tell you about that with her, cause she got jealous. So, but I never did nothing wrong. So long story short, bro, I'm thinking I'm working at the big mall. I'm like, yo, bro, I was on some superficial stuff, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I gotta be fresh every day. JP said, oh, my little brother has a YouTube channel too. We waiting on your YouTube channel, you know what I mean? Not your little brothers, we waiting on yours to pop off, which is yours right now. So both of y'all gotta get busting. So, bro, I put this in my life. I used to get fresh every day. And this was my mentality, like, yo, bro, I come in there so debonair, you gotta talk to me, gang. No cap. This was my mentality. So I get dipped Jordans. I used to have all the Jordans, bro. Like, but I had like a certain style. I don't want to wear stuff everybody wears. So I used to have like different type of biker jeans with like the Michael Jackson zips though, but not the ones everybody have. It'd be like a different wash. You know what I mean? Fire though. So I just get dipped, bro, fresh. I used to have dreads. So I'll be at the mall fresh, and I put this in my life. It was a kiosk, so you could literally walk around the kiosk. It's about like from here to over there. You know what I mean? So I just post up like this, thinking people was gonna talk to me. They'd just be walking by, walking by. So I used to work with this dude named Angel. He's from Puerto Rico, fresh from Puerto Rico. Angel, he had the same fit every day. So he was like my first trainer because he was like the best one at the job. So one day he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, I know you wear your clothes and you look nice and all, bro, but people don't care about that, bro. People care about themselves, bro. So that's not really gonna help you sell. Just want to let you know." So I'm like, for real? I'm like, man, what he talking about, man? What? I'm dipped. They gonna have to talk to me, bro. I wasn't making no sales. So I'm like, man, this is kind of lame, but that's like I don't got no other choice. This the only job right now. I can't get nothing else. I need to make some bread. So I go to the crib. I'm like, you know what? Forget getting fresh. I don't even care, bro. I'm gonna pick one outfit out. I used to have this green polo. I had these certain biker jeans that go with the green polo. I remember I had these Nike like kicks, but they was different kind of Nike kicks. I'm like, these the kicks. I'm wearing this every day. I'm gonna wash it. I don't care if you see me in this fit. Da da da. Bro, when I came back the next day, none of that shit matter. I was like, yo, my man, let me holler at you. Yo. Shorty, I just sent you a text. Let me talk to you. I was killing it. So I'm like, dang, I figured it out. Boom. So when I figured it out, I got good. They moved Angel to the next mall. So I was on the east, I was on the west, he was on the east. So they used to do this competition stuff, bro, where they had me versus Angel. But before then, it was all like calculated sales by hand. So we would calculate by hand. But then they brought like a real system. Gang, I'm talking about this shit used to be like freaking war, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have bad habits. I used to be late. But I come in 2 hours late. On hell got like 1900 on the board. I'm tight. Yo, my man, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. And I put this on my life, my brother's grave. God in heaven knows. I don't know how I always would catch up. You know what I'm saying? And when I would catch up, Ovadia, he would come sell with me. And he would put on reggaeton music, Faruko, you know what I'm saying? Daddy Yankee, Miodia, freaking Ozuna, Lune. He used to be playing this joint like, let's go, D. I lay selling with you, D. And it'd be a vibe, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, what's this? It's your bag, bro. He's like Spanish music, bro. You know, because he dealt with all types of women. He spoke like 7 languages. You know what I'm saying? Bro be in the car with me smoking weed in his spaceship. He'd be like, D, I don't even care about this job, D. You're a cool guy, man. I like you a lot, bro. I wish I would have met you before this job. But this job, man, is my brother's dream. You know, my brother, he didn't get the chance to come to America. I have a brother, he's like a twin brother. That guy, he's his best friend. So that's why I came. That's why I commit to the job. But I don't care, bro. Just like smoking weed with you, bro, and going to talk to girls. Oh my life, bro. I put this on my right hand. This is what my man's would tell me, bro. But he was more personal, man. That was my boy. You know what I mean? It just his partner, he was more controlling, bro. He would like mean. He want me to take money from mothers with 6 kids type shit. He like, why yes, D, you could be the best, but you don't take advantage, man. That's how he taught me. I'm like, man, what you mean? He's like, man, you don't max everyone, man. You can max everyone. You can sell everyone. We watch you from the third floor because they used to watch me, bro. He said, we watch you sell everyone from the third floor, bro. But you show love to people. This how this man was talking. I'm like, man, this man's a widow. You know what I mean? I remember when I quit, man. It was like a relief because, bro, I'm telling you, that job consumed my whole life, my energy, talking. I used to talk to over like 300 people a day, fool. I used to get off work. I ain't even say a word. I put this on my life. He said a few weeks ago I had pulled a gun on one of my members on the gang. Bro, you finna catch a body? That's why I'm telling you, you gotta separate yourself from these guys, man. I don't know if it's worth being in a gang that bad, JP. You sound like you got a lot going for you right now. So I don't know, bro. I don't want you be locked up and then be thinking like, dang, man, I remember that live with that dude YsEats, man, telling me to stop chilling with these fools. You gotta make that choice, bro. You don't really need them, bro. He said, remember, if you're going through something, it's a test from God. Now that's facts. G plus gaming, man. It's a test from God. Everything's a test from God. It's a test of your character, bro. Most people, they don't have a strong character, so they fold. Those who have a strong conscience, strong minds, they never fold. You know what I'm saying? Never fold and makes you solid. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that things ain't gonna be tough. It's always gonna be tough. But it's always a solution, bro. Like I'm gonna give you an example. There's been times I didn't have enough gas to get to work, but I had just enough gas to get to work till payday. So that's how God worked. You feel me? I'm thinking like, dang, I need to get some money somehow. Like it was just enough to get there, get back, get there, get back, get there, get back. You know what I'm saying? So I could have froze in that situation and been like, man, I need to do an OnlyFans. I need to go steal money. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause those are the things you start thinking about in those situations. He said, living near blacks is a liability. 17 Clipper, not all of them, but that's the same with all race. Living near certain white people is a liability. Certain Mexicans. You can say that about any race, though. You know what I'm saying? It's all about living in comfort and space, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at life like this. If you're somebody who's having a lot of items, you can't stay around somebody who doesn't have a lot of items. And that doesn't necessarily mean only black people. There's Mexican people who are poor, white people who are poor, Asian poor. It's a lot of different races that are poor. So let's say you are somebody 17 Clipper. You got the bag, you got cars. You can't stay over there. You gotta move away. And you're gonna be having too much. And that's gonna create jealousy, hate. Now they gonna want to rob you, break your stuff. You know, this is what creates crime, bro. Because it's a lot of people staying by people who don't have nothing or don't want to work for nothing. So all they want to do is take what you've earned. You know what I mean? That's the main issue. So if you somebody with some bread, you gotta be smart. You gotta be off grid. You know what I'm saying? All right, JP, man, make sure you take that challenge, man. Think about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care, broski. Love. Don't be blowing nobody down, man. Figure out how you gonna separate yourself from that gang or pray to God to help you. I'm gonna pray God help JP separate from his gang some way, somehow. Maybe he gonna lock all them up. You know, as I said, did you see what I said earlier? Yeah, I saw you say you had to almost smoke somebody in a gang because he had hung out with another gang. You need to let this gang stuff go, man. I'm urging you. I don't know how to really help you, but you's a grown man. I pray God can help you. Fully! Shout out to that man JP, man. So at the end of the day, bro, if y'all haven't, y'all can't be around people that's not having, bro. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like where I stay right now, I don't get OD fresh. You know, like I might enroll to fit, you know, but it's mad fits for real, bro. That pray to God, JP, that He helps you figure out how to separate. You need to separate. Cause some of what you just told me right now, it's like that's one, two, three. We only got a couple more chances. The Lord gonna give you, man, before He sit you down. You know what I mean? Hopefully He sit you down in the correct way. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick for you dip. Don't dip here, JP. Let me tell you the story. My cousin was a jack boy, you heard? My cousin, he felt invincible, man. I don't know, like it's crazy seeing his persona grow. Cause when he was a little kid, we used to beat him up, rough him up. You know what I mean? Toughen him up, and then years later, he grew to be the toughest among his friends. But he used to get in trouble a lot. You know what I'm saying? He used to be stealing. He used to break in people's cribs, friends' cribs, sell their PS5s. My cousin be friends with you. Y'all trust boy to be at your spot while you go on vacation. You come through here and sold your TV, all types of shit. So it got to the point where he took it to the next level, Jack Boy status. So he used to be hitting licks with the blick and all that, man. They call me like, hey, cuzzo, I always knew when he hit a lick because he do this thing, right? He'd blow my line up. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to be with my younger siblings. I ain't taking much calls from my friends. That's their time. So he'd be blowing me up. So I'm like, man, this must be emergent. I answer like, yo, what's up? You blowing me up? He like, hey, cuzzo, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta talk to you when you gonna be at the spot. I'm like, man, I don't know. He's like, bro, I really need to talk to you. Go to the spot, he done hit a lick. He like, yeah, cuz these boys are sweet. So I used to be like, yo, bro, why you do this all the time? He like, ain't nobody gonna stop me. These boys scared, da da da. So I remember the summer fool, he had hit a lick from like 2 hours away. So he's so tough. After he hit a lick, he did the same thing, called me, came to the crib, but I ain't gonna lie, he hit a gold mine. It was like he was going for like a few bucks and then he stumbled upon a Eureka. And he came to the crib. He like, yo, Cuzzo, I ain't gonna lie, this a Eureka right here, Cuzzo. Da 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 da. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, bro, this is a good lick, man. You think you gonna be done after this lick? He like, I don't know, Cuzzo. So I'm like, where you hit the lick from? He like 2 hours away. And then, bro, I called this man 3 days later. I'm like, where you going? Where you at right now? He's like, I'm at the place where I hit the lick, Cuzzo. So I'm like, yo, bro, you bugging. You can't be moving like that, fool. You not invincible. Anybody can smoke you. So I think he had got in a shootout. He told me he had got in a shootout like a week after that, where he went to go like sell some tree or something, and he said he had to dump on some people or something. So it was like right before the summer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I put this on my life. He was not gonna make that summer, bro. But you know what God did? He locked him up. He locked him up while he was going to the place, the same place he hit the lick from 2 hours away, bro. Yo, Rowdy, take care, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he said, yo, I grew up in the trap. Ain't nobody doing bad shit. I never robbed nobody and loads of opportunities. I stand by morals. Yeah, for real. Like, I ain't know you was leaving. You sent the salute, but he got God locked him up, bro. I put this on my life. It's a real story. He got locked up coming from the place that he hit the lick from that I told him countless of times, do not go back over there. Because I'm looking like he robbed a Mexican, a little Mexican boy. Now the Mexican, I ain't gonna lie, he probably wasn't tough, but Mexicans be kind of like they don't be hoes when they come to their shit. You feel me? So Cuzzo, he thinking he freaking John Wick. He would have got whacked out there or the summer, bro. So guy like that boy up and save his life. He's still alive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, he was robbing so many people that summer, he wouldn't have made it that summer. So this how this shit go. Ain't no fairy tales, nothing, bro. I know how this shit go. I know a dude that had a lick on me for like 5K and he got whacked. I ain't whack him though. He got whacked in my city. But that's how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? My boy hit a lick for 5 bands. But I'm looking like that wasn't even a lick because from how he moved, bro moved so shady. You could tell he do that to everybody. CJ from San Andreas. Yeah, don't play with the Migos, bro. Especially when they come to their merch. Cause you don't know who the top dog really supporting Lil Bro. It ain't about Lil Bro being sweet. It's about who's behind Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, be real though, I'm a dad of two. But that's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you is like, you want to be a gang leader, you want to pull out the poles, like, my nigga, it's like, you either going to get smoked or you going to jail, bro. I give it to you straight. I used to tell Cuzzo, you need to stay in the crib this summer. They might wipe your nose. Like, yeah, that. A guy saved his life, bro. He wouldn't have made it that summer. That was a hot summer. You know what I'm saying? You know what it means, a hot summer? And then he liked to be flamboyant. Be outside, go to parties. Stupid, stupid shit you shouldn't do if you hitting licks. If I was the ultimate jack boy, I'd be in the crib. I'm only messing with one dame. Cause all them other shorties could line me. Especially if I'm jacking top doors in the city. Like you can't be silly how you move. People be trying to be certain in things and they be silly in movements, bro. You can't be silly in movement. You gotta be precise. I'm telling you, you being silly in movement, you gonna get out of here, bro. You know how many people done got whacked later on for licks? A lot. I'm telling you stuff. You might think you hit a lick 15 years and they forgot about it and you get whacked. Now your family, like, oh, he was a good guy, a changed man. Nah, this man was hitting licks. And somebody came and served him a cold plate. You heard? Shit wasn't even warm. Shit was in the freezer. Cold plate. That's why they say revenge is best served cold on the silver on the revenge is best served cold on a revenge is best served on a cold platter. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out the right setting. You know what I mean? If you don't want to serve it hot, give them a cold plate. That's how it go. It don't be right away unless you're doing with the cartel, bro. The telly they get you down fast. You heard? They don't care about this, but other dudes they plot on you, man. So JP, if you got a family of two, bro, you need to shape up, man. I don't know how old you is, but you passed the young age, man, of trying to be Mr. Gang Leader. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, the cops are at my door." You see, look, this man talking about the police at his door. Like, you gotta shape up, bro. So like you got a lot of activities going on that could take you away from being with your man, Brody. You don't want that to happen, JP. I'm gonna get started on the fillets, but bro, you 23? Yeah, you young, bro. I got a brother that's like 20 years old. I got a brother that's probably 23. I got two of my brothers that's probably 22 or 23 around your age. So I've been around gangbangers. You ain't gonna get shit out of there. My cousin was Big GD. My cousin had 3 years for one of his friends because they used to do robberies, home invasion. You heard? He told me this story. He like, yeah, cuz he told me the saddest part of the story. My cousin he used to tell me a lot of shit. He like talking to me a lot. So he like, cuz I gotta tell you something, cuz but he was like 3 years older. So we chilling in the whip smoking one night, chopping, and he like, man, cuz I ain't gonna lie. I was doing some fucked up stuff. I'm like, you doing some fucked up stuff. What you mean? He like, man, I was kicking those for real, bruh. Me and my little homies. So I'm like, damn, for real? He's like, yeah, bro. The saddest part about kicking doors game Like I had kicked some family door in around Christmas. And I'm like, dang, around Christmas? He's like, yeah, bro. Around Christmas, I remember they was having dinner, right? Said he came in. It was him and his boys. He did 3 years for this already. Said it was him and his boys. Boom. It was a dad, a son, a daughter, and a wife. He made the son tie up the dad. And I'm like, damn, you do all this, cuzzo? He's like, yeah, I felt bad, cuzzo. But it was like after the fact, though, you know what I mean? Like, damn, they was having family lunch and stuff like that. And on Christmas. But he did 3 years because this how karma worked. After they hit that lick or whatever, he said they had got away, whatever they took. But then they had went to go hoop one day around the same area. And apparently the police was just kind of like around there asking questions. And they seen them. And my cousin said after they went to hoop, he had got hurt playing basketball. So when the police seen him, all three of them took off running, but he couldn't run. So when he couldn't run, they grabbed him. They grabbed him. They were like, man, who's the other dude? What's their names? He didn't give up their names. So they're like, okay, well, you must have been a part of the home invasion. They gave him 3 years. Did 3 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't snitch. JP, you might be in a situation you can't snitch. But what are you going to do? You got 2 kids and a girl. What you going to do when you locked up? Who taking care of your kids? Who taking care of your girl? It's just stuff you need to be thinking about. My cousin, he did 3 years. He missed the son of his birth of his son. That hurt him the most because when he came out, his baby moms had already assumed full custody over the kid. You know what I mean? Lil Neff couldn't even come chill with us unless Shorty got her way with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you real stuff. We barely saw Lil Bro, but he's the one to come over there all the time. But Shorty was full control. Yeah, man, full. So JP, you gotta decide, man. You ain't gonna get no award for being a real nigga, bro. He's gonna have a lot of dudes dick riding. They're like, yeah, JP, you the realest, bro. JP, I swear, bro, JP, there's nobody realer than you, man. He said, the cops don't care about you, bro. They want your ass locked up, bro. Come on, they want all of us locked up, bro. You talking about the cops don't know not to make you mad. Gang, you gotta change that way of thinking. Them niggas want you to get mad so they can lock you up. Yo, you bugging. The cops irritate niggas so they can lock us up. Nothing else. That's why they ask you questions to piss you off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smooth, man. You got a family, man. I ain't trying to be your dad. I'm not your dad. You're a grown man, but you got 2 options, man. Ain't no other options you have. Real talk. You keep going how you going, you ain't got no other options, JP. It's a dub. Shape up. Yeah, bro, the cops I was talking to yesterday, they was aggressive. Like I said, me and bro were damn near yelling at each other for a while. You know what I'm saying? Before we kind of like came to a neutral ground. Cause I look at it like, fam, you're not gonna come over here and dominate me in my crib, brother. It don't matter if you got a uniform on. And he like, I'm the police. I do what I want. I'm like, not here. So that was the struggle, but was I gonna let it get to a disorderly conduct? Nah, bro. I can't afford to go get locked up right now. You hear what I'm saying? I know where I'm at in a position right now where it's like that's not affordable. That ain't affordable, JP. That's something we can't even slip up on. He said my brother robbed something, so they asked if I knew about it. I lied. That I know what brother did. Yeah, I mean, you sound like a good dude, man. I feel like you kind of in a situation where your family and your environment is just kind of shitty, but you got a lot going on right now to where you need to figure out a plan to separate, bro. And I don't know how you're gonna do it, but that's something you got to think about regularly. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it regularly. You got your own life to live, bro. We all got our own life. We got siblings, but we all live our own life. You know what I'm saying? We don't owe anything to our siblings, ill consequences. The most we can do is give them advice. They can take it or not take it, you know? But Think about your life, JP. What you want from men? How you want your life to be? I'm making a little filet right now, Steph. Gonna eat the filet with some rice, a little late night meal, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing stupid. Nothing dummy. You know what I'm saying? Just something slight. A slight little combo. I had the water running because I had to defrost that junk, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I like making fillets, man. I can make fried chicken and stuff like that, but I don't like fried chicken all the time. He said, dude was talking about, hey, what's up with the guy? 6 officer hopped out trying to search, and Brody had 6 bags on him. Man, that's tight. When I'm dealing with officers, I try to peep their vibes off rip. How they coming? They aggressive. Then I'm like, okay, let me talk like this. You was moving hot for no reason. Just stay solid, keep it smooth. You don't gotta show your hand. Right. Only time is when you got the environment to where they ain't got no choice but to peep you being wild. But when you with the police, be smooth, bro. Cause they job is to lock you up, bro. They wanna lock you up if they can. They can hit you with disorderly conduct and it's over with. Obstruction. That boy Salvador Villanois. Villanois. Valenzuela. I gotta put the phone in the charge, man. I ain't charging because I was working on a visual for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can always talk your way out of the situation depending on the cops demeanor. Because a lot of cops don't really want to get into it with citizens unless they just on a power trip. The ones on a power trip, you just gotta be smooth because those guys, they trying to beat you up. Stop resisting. Yo, they gonna be kneeing you in your knee, punching your head. Stop resisting. Nah, for real, bro. Hey, that's how they be doing people on the videos. Stop resisting the person be on the ground. They just be socking their ass. And it's like, dang, it take 4 people to make somebody stop resisting. Nah, they be wild. But you just gotta be smooth, man. Keep the vibes of the cop you encounter, and that way you ain't doing too much explaining, talking, and going back and forth. It's best to keep quiet when you meet them, unless asked about general information, and you can speak up. But doing too much chatting when you meet 12, they might think you're guilty of rep. They're like, yeah, this guy's explaining too much. He has something in his car. Search him. I be seeing people that's like, yeah, man, I just came from here and I was going to my auntie house, but my auntie, she just moved over here. The cops are like, yeah, okay, we're gonna search this car. Nah, because the person get to explaining too much. You know what I mean? So the cop be like, he's definitely guilty of something. You know what I mean? That be in the videos I be seeing online. Like, there be people explaining, like, yeah, I didn't have an ID for a while. Then I got an ID, and the DMV. Police be like, yeah, all right, we're gonna search this car. Nah, that should be funny as ever, man. But just be smooth with the cops, man. You know what I'm saying? When you encounter the police, be smooth. Don't be argumentative. Like, just answer simple questions. They really be nosy. Like, where you coming from tonight? Where you going tonight? But just be smooth with all that shit. You don't want them to get you irritated and they hit you with disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct is like the quickest way to go to jail, bro. They don't even you ain't really gotta even do much. For real, y'all know what disorderly conduct is, right? That's like the quickest way for them to get you behind bars. Hit you with some disorderly conduct. And when you like, what did I do? They're like, you was yelling. You was aggressive. So those are like a quick way to get locked up. Is disorderly conduct, man. Don't catch no disorderly conduct charge. You know what I'm saying? Remain cool. They want to get you with that. You know what I'm saying? That's like a cop way of showing you a lesson. Like, yeah, I'll lock you up because you were kind of argumentative. And when you meet with them, just be smooth. Like, of course, officer. No, sir. Yes, sir. You have a good night, sir. They be like, man, you was harassing me, man, right when you pull off. Man, why they always like that, bro? I swear. You do all that when you pull off, though. Because, bro, all the cases I see of people like arguing with the police, fighting with the police, they just locked them up. That was all they did was lock them up. They exercised their power and locked them up, and it was like, dang, like you couldn't see that comment. You should have been able to see that comment because, bro, the police don't really be playing that, bro. But nah, I'm so excited for this video to drop, bro. Um, I really hope y'all like it. And this is my first real animated video that I made with the help of AI, so I'm happy. It turned out good, decent. I got the phone on the charger right now. That's why it's right here. I don't even think y'all can see the charging cord, but I'm excited to drop it. I want good feedback, bad feedback, whatever feedback. You know, I'm open to it, man. And as I go, I will get better with the animated videos, but it was directed by me. It was edited by me. The clips were created on an animated level using AI by me. The treatment was by me, so it's all hands on, bro. You know what I mean? And just knowing that I got the access to do that now is fire because there's so many other videos that I want to do AI videos to. Not AI, but animated videos to because they're older songs. I necessarily don't really want to shoot the video for older songs, bro. I'd rather like make new songs, shoot those videos myself because I know how to be animated. I know how to edit. I know how to do everything. So that's the plan further down. I'm gonna shoot all the videos myself. I don't need a cameraman. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm just practicing the being an animator. I want to get so good to where I could create like short stories or something. I don't know. The comic books or something. You know what I mean? The the friggin' possibilities are endless, man. But I ain't thinking that far down the road right now. I'm just thinking on the level of creating videos, you know. So I really wish I could show y'all a snippet of this, John, man, for real. But I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I'm itching to show y'all a snippet though. I ain't gonna hold you, but I was like, nah, chill. I really want to show y'all a snippet. I'll put that on everything, but I gotta contain myself, y'all. I gotta hold it in for real, but I can't wait, man. Ooh, I want to drop this. I want to drop it right now so I can just start working on the next visual. I don't know which visual I want to drop next. I might do the Juice World vibes. I don't know if y'all kind of rock with Juice World vibe songs or whatever, but I did something a while ago that's kind of like a Juice World vibe song and shit like that. So I might just do that. I kind of got the treatment for that already. You know, I might just have to use different images. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of what I want to do, man. So I might start working on that soon though, because that thought just really hit my mind just now. Like, yo, man, you might as well start working on that song because I feel like the Juice World vibes, the treatment for that is much more simpler than the treatment for ESP. The treatment for ESP is like very detailed in storytelling, like plot. You know the plot, and then I gotta make sure I got like each scene for like the specific bars or verse in the visual, you know, as compared to like the Juice World song. It's kind of like an overall, just like a few scenes, and then like an overall scene, kind of like to go with the chorus. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be so intricate, plot, intricate details. So I might get to cranking on that, man. You see how I feel personally. I'm just excited to even be able to do something like this because I used to really want to go to somebody to do this for me. So shout out to AI, man, for AI for being so good or getting advanced to where it can even make this happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's making it happen from photos that I'm uploading, photos that I'm asking it to use. It's creating the scenes that I'm asking it to use. There's trial and error with AI, though. I will say that, meaning that like not every text or prompt you type in comes out perfect, but all you do is have AI run it again more specific. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like trial and error, but it's cool though because it's kind of like you kind of talking to an animator, but the animator is understanding you more in real time as compared to like maybe you was working with an animator. They send you a rough draft. You gotta wait to hit them back later. So there's some of the best benefits of using the AI, man. You know what I'm saying? But I really hope y'all like this though, bro. I put this on everything. It's like I really, really, really hope y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? I really hope y'all vibe with it, y'all rock with it. And you know, y'all look forward to more visuals to come from your boy and better, more visuals, you know? I'm not gonna lie. How y'all feeling though? How y'all feeling? Y'all looking forward to y'all not looking forward to it? Y'all let me know something, man. Oh snap. Yo, bro, I was literally stuck on the chat all the way up, bro. Yo, bro, all I can see is your roof. Nah, I'm sorry, King. Nah, it's at Wes with the fuck. Finesse, duh. How much longer before you drop it? Hey, I wasn't seeing none of this time. So I'm like, yo, they ain't even commenting. Man, I got like a Ford Focus gang. I ain't got no SBJ like you, bro. You up. You got that bag. He said, yo, can I be mod? Nah, yo, JP, we don't have mods over here. I'm the CEO, the CFO, the facts guy, the engineer, the editor, the cameraman, the artist, the writer, all of that, bro. We doing everything hands on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you can do for me though is get on your YouTube, bro. You say you can have that in your engine, bro. Last time I got stopped, I had the gun on me. Yo, you gotta stop wilding, gang. You having too many encounters with 12 where you kind of wilding. He said definitely. Nah, Steph, man, I appreciate that, man. I know you looking forward to it. Like I appreciate all your support, man. And when you get on your YouTube journey, me, Rowdy, and everybody will support you too, man. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Nuo. He said, okay, I'll tell him bye. I'm going to bed. My girl is mad. She about to make me sleep with the dogs again. So, Rowdy, the Don. Hey, man, get up with that boy, Rowdy. Join the Discord, though, JP. The Discord link. Anybody interested in the Discord link, hey, it's on the post. It's on my page as a post. You know what I'm saying? I made a post today. I uploaded the link so y'all can get in there and maintain contact with each other, man. And rock out and whatever announcements or whatever, I need to be dropping them in there for real. Rowdy's the MVP in the Discord right now, bro. Y'all gotta link up with the MVP Rowdy, man. Ain't gonna lie. Rowdy holding down the Discord single handedly. Hey, Richard Wilkins in there too. Yeah, Rowdy and Richard Wilkins in there. A few other people in there. I think Malika Sim is in there. You know what I'm saying? He said can really post anything in there. Yeah, just don't be wilding out with no like freaky nudity and none of that crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I might have to really moderate that jump, man. But Other than that, just have fun in that junk. Talk to each other, connect with each other. Y'all can even bounce ideas off each other. The Discord is like a personal chat for the community to like chat with each other without me being live. So that's the best part about the Discord is like y'all can build stronger connections with each other through that network. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, 100. So I would urge everyone that really takes content creation seriously to just create a little Discord for your community, bro. I never knew what a Discord was until one of y'all told me. I got the gaming group in there too. I got a gaming group in there. I need to get on my gaming clips. I play the game a lot, but I don't really be clipping a lot. I be lazy because I used to like screen record, but then it's harder when I'm streaming it. So I need to, yeah, COD. Fully. Yo, Steph said she was about to drop her OnlyFans link in there. Nah, she's wildin'. Steph said she dropping the OnlyFans link in the Discord. Look, bro, I bet everybody join the Discord then. Look at him. Yo, everybody want to join the Discord instantly when I say Steph gonna be in there. They like, what? Steph's in there? OnlyFans? I'm there. What's the link here? Nah, Steph, you definitely gonna get the Discord rocking if you saying stuff like that. They sliding. They gonna be like, what? That boy YsEats Discord is lit. He's like, you know, Miss Nicole's in there. Miss Nicole? Who's Miss Nicole? Nah. All right, JP. Go to bed, JP. Go to bed, man. For your girl make you sleep on the couch, man, because you ain't trying to cuddle with her, bruh. Nah, I know you playing, but what if she's not? Steph like, yo, I got these news wasting space in my phone. I'm ready to get them out. Nah, JP, go cuddle with the missus though, man. You know the missus want to cuddle at night, man. She don't want you on no stupid live, anyways. Nah, for real. I know how it is. Like when your shorty want to go to bed, she wants you to lay down with her, bro. Don't be trying to be mysteriously being up. What you up for, man? Lay down. Now I know how that time used to be. I used to be in a relationship. My girl be mad when I'm playing the game, so I just cut the game off. And you play in the morning. She never wanted me to lay down with her. Which I wouldn't be tired, but I always end up going to sleep though. I don't know how that works. It's crazy. Maybe it's just the comfort of laying next to somebody or something, that puts you to sleep. But I always go to sleep, man. Yeah, facts. My man just got me in a sleep chokehold. Yeah, my shorty, she used to love getting cuddled. You know what I'm saying? My ex used to love the cuddle though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never was like a huge cuddler, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like just cause it's like an uncomfortable way to sleep sometimes, but I would do that with her just cause that's something she liked. But I think her mom used to cuddle her when she was younger. You know what I'm saying? So that was just something I had to provide, bro. He said, I can't move much, but we good. Yeah, he said, I'm wondering about yours. My what, bro? My shorty? I don't got no shorty right now. I'm single, bro. I'm single, ready to mingle. I'm single leg up, Ringo. I ain't even trying to cuff nothing right now, man. I'm chilling. So I gotta get right, man. Get right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do be flirting though. I was like, excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. And I like it. And I say, I wanna be where you are. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Baby, it's so romantic. Baby, I can be in your heart. So many things I want to tell you. I think I should start by saying, girl, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the road. And I let me take you. That's what I go up and say, JP. That's the floor right there. I say, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the street. It's like, yo, this guy think he's in Greece or something? What does he think he's in Greece? I saw you from across the Discord. Fully. Nah, that boy Roddy wild. Nah, definitely gonna be seeing stuff from across the Discord, homie. Hey, yo, but you gotta have glasses on, Roddy. You and JP, you guys are off limits right now. You can only look at the art. You know what I'm saying? You can't want none of the art. You can look at the art, man, but you can't want the art, man. You feel what I'm saying? You look at the art, but you can't touch the art or want the art. Those are the rules, gang. You and JP, man. I cannot let my brothers fall, for I will not be the reason my brothers fall. You know what I mean? Make sure my brothers maintain their loyalty as they are loyal men, loyal soldiers, warriors, you know? I cannot be the reason to encourage my brother to commit adultery. I cannot. You know what I'm saying? I believe in loyalty though, man. For real, for real. Loyalty go a long way, man. Even if somebody do you dirty, you ain't gotta do them dirty back, man. That's like the hardest part of life is knowing that and accepting it and being able to execute that. But yeah, man. Of course you can look at the art, man. Your shorty be looking at art too, bro. You just looking. But you did not want that. Everybody looks, B. He said, my baby was blessed before she said she gotta know the girl. Yeah, but I'm already knowing, like, she not just, she told you though, Raleigh, that's 100, bro. You ain't even gotta worry about no dudes. You locked in. You feel me? That's plus, bro. You're locked in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about no guys. No guys. And y'all, I'm about to go put this rice on real quick though. I'll be right back in. The phone almost charged. So I should be able to take it off and put it back up there. I'll be right back. Last spot. 1 second here. Yo, Squatty. Fully. I'm back, yo. He said, "Why is better makers a play on everything I got y'all, man? I'm finna put y'all fillets in there too, man. How y'all like y'all fillets? A little spicy. I got some hot sauce, barbecue sauce, I be grilling them just though, throw them in the toaster oven. You know what I'm saying? You said facts now. I'm the rowdy. That's why I'm like that with you. Nah, hey, I'm telling you though, yo, shorty, she made the right choice. You ain't gotta worry about no other guys. For real, for real. No cap. Oh, you vegetarian stuff? That's fire. You know what I mean, I got you some rice, man. I might have to make some mixed vegetables on the side just so it's not just plain white rice. My boy said, Roddy said, slap me the Pop Tarts. I ain't gonna lie, I got some Cheetos though. I ain't got no Pop Tarts. Roddy has some Cheetos. I got some Dubai chocolate frozen in the fridge. I got you, man. Yeah, I mean, give you some of the Dubai chocolate. Yeah. Yeah. Fully! I gotta get the fully shirts, man. I'm trying to think of a fire design. I gotta think of a fire design for y'all though. It just can't be bland. It gotta be. You said I just ate cherries. Fully! Yo, Steph, you gotta go and do that at work tomorrow. You guys just coming in the building like, Fully! Nobody, yo, please escort Miss Nicole out of here. He said, Ed, Slim Chip, saving the ramen for what? I don't know. I'm just tired of it. Nah, hey, you gotta find a training spot out there in Michigan, though. It's gotta be some out there, Rowdy. Have you been looking? Yeah, you gotta find a training spot out there, man. For real, man. She said, I got you. I'm hitting the fully at work tomorrow. Nah. He said, there is none. Dang, that's crazy. What about a food truck? What about a food truck? Look at a food truck, bro. You might find a food truck. Dang, Michigan ain't got no training food? That's crazy. Dang, really? Nah. Man, they need to have a food truck out there. You might have to open a trendy restaurant, bro. What? They definitely need trendy food out there, man. You telling me they ain't got no trendy food out there in Michigan? Food trucks be moving. Dang, yeah, you. That's the only other option. I'm like, dang, if they ain't got no restaurant, they gotta have a food truck. Cause Midwest, they just kind of got hit to the food truck, brother. You know what I'm saying? When you go to LA, Vegas, them joints out there. He said, bro, they don't got a lot of that. New York had that because it's tourists. Yeah, Michigan is out there bugging, and they got a lot of land for like stuff like that too. It look like you might have to get out there, man. But that's crazy though. They don't got no trendy restaurant at least. That's crazy. Oh, but they got some good food though. Rowdy, you know how to make trendy food? That might be another option though. You might have to make the trendy food. You know what I'm saying? You might have to make the trendy food game. You feel me? You might have to be chefing it up. No cap. You know what I'm saying? My pop showed me how to make a couple African soups. She hacked the ribs and went to donate some blood for one time. The food in the restaurant. Yeah, you need the protein, man. Hey, but you grinding, bro, it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about how hard you grinding right now. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, bro. The more you keep going, the more it's gonna pay off, gang. I promise. You're not gonna see it right now, but like I said, in the end, it's all gonna pay off, my boy. I promise. You know what I mean? Right now, you're not gonna see the results, man. We won't see the results till later, man. So you just gotta keep working. Everything you doing, bro, it's gonna pay off. When it comes to the food, though, man, you might have to be cooking up some training meals, man. Training dishes. You might have to be the chef. You said the goal is the door. I got the key and all I got to do is find the door. Yeah, you got the keys, bro. You just gotta open the door. You gonna open the door for sure. You know what I mean? From how focused you are, bro, you handling a lot right now. Maintain a hard work schedule, doing your social media, being a hubby to your wifey. You feel me? Got a son, a daughter on the way. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot. You feel me? So you balancing a lot. So sometimes it's gonna feel like a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, bro, you built for this shit. You know what I mean? Built for the pressure, bro. Some people, that's just how they are. Their life is just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just always been like that, bro. So I believe you gonna crack that code, Rowdy. Yeah. You wake up at 7 a.m. because you used to getting up. That's one thing about working an early child, bro. No, you can't even sleep because you used to getting up. And then you know, nah, he says 2 a.m. Hey, Roddy, yo, Richard Wilkins, I don't go to bed till 3:30, man. Regularly, that's my schedule. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to bed till 3:30, bro, regularly. So it's just I gotta stay up that late because of where I stay, man. Saying 3:30 is prime hours, 2 to 3:30. Anybody creeping around 4:30, they just a little thirsty. Yeah, so 3:15 to 3:30, those hours of robberies, break-ins. So I'll be up because of where I stay. You know, gotta be up. I've been up like this for 3 years. 4 years really. You know what I'm saying? It's 250 where I am, the zones and all that. Yeah, so always if you in a neighborhood where it's kind of like shiesty, anything that's gonna transpire around like 1 a.m. to 3:30. As far as like breaking in, car thefts. So based on where I'm at, I gotta like be up just in case of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the best setup though. I'll be trying, yeah, I like staying up late, but it's like I've been doing it so long now, it's my sleep schedule. But I never used to stay up till 3:30. I sometimes lay down at 11, 12. You see, I'm looking for a car and a job, and motherfuckers got weird hours, so I gotta be up. nah, nah, I feel you though. Nah, hey, Richard Wilkins, you gonna find something, man. I pray God give you a decent gig, bro. I mean, and a nice car. You need to start looking at like uh some auctions, bro. Some auction options. They have a lot of like insurance vehicles that they sell off there. I'm trying to move up in the world. Now I hear you, bro. At the end of the day, look, it's nothing wrong with having more than one job. That's actually a smart thing. You know what I mean? One job can take care of bills, the other job can provide money for you. So he said 9 to 10, they get you going, sun comes down, you start at 11, just gotta be ready. Yeah. I mean, you can find something smooth, like maybe find something remote if you do IT, where you can kind of like be like an overnight troubleshooter or overnight, you know what I mean? Just an overnight specialist or something. You know what I'm saying? So you do IT, find something where it's like you ain't gotta really do too much. You could just still be related to IT or like a software designer, coder, something. Yeah, and you get to travel. He said, boss ain't trying to promote me. I'm trying to get a vehicle so I can move somewhere a little more profitable. I make better money than most, but I know I can make way more in the city. Just plot your moves, man. I'm plotting my moves right now. This boy gonna say, "Are you a reptilian?" Bro, I am not a reptilian, gang. Yo, you good, Abdul Salah? I am not a reptile, my guy. I'm the opposite of that. What would be the opposite of a reptile, gang? I don't know. They say them reptiles not playing around for real. You say if you work at Amazon your first day, go slowest package every 20 minutes. Yeah, you just want to not come off like a workhorse, so they're gonna work you at Amazon. Bro, I had an interview at Amazon. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't go back because I didn't like what the guy was saying. He was like, man, when you're done driving, even when you're done, you need to come report in and go help other people on their routes instead of going home. I'm like, what? Bro, y'all bugging. Y'all really trying to maximize everybody's energy. Talking about when I'm done, I gotta go pull up on somebody else and help them deliver. Dog. Nah, bro, that man gotta deliver all his packages. Yeah, rescue routes, dog. I wasn't jacking that rowdy because the hours, bro. I'm keeping it a beam with y'all. It's like I thought about it. I'm like, yo, bro, nah, they trying to use everybody's energy because why instead of when I clock out, I gotta go home. I gotta go rescue somebody. What you talking about? They could just bring them packages back and drop them off tomorrow. You know what I mean? Drop them off tomorrow. Let's think about this. It's been times Amazon missed your delivery, right? So what happened? Nothing. You got it the next day. Yeah, bro. I look at it like, nah, they trying to finesse, bro. Because I looked at everything in a nutshell. You got to get there early. You packing all the packages in there. You got to deliver all your packages. If you don't get all your packages done, you got to drop those packages off. Then you got to go rescue people. Amazon just worked you for the whole day. You feel me? They just worked you. I'm looking like, nah, bro, they not finna work me like that at all. So I didn't go back. So UPS is one of my favorites out. They don't rush you around like Amazon, and they pay you way better. I was making more as a seasonal part timer who didn't even drive the truck. Exactly, the truck drivers they be getting worked. It's just they want to drive the truck so they can be outside, but they be getting worked, bro. I just look at it like, nah, Amazon, y'all bugging. I'm out of here, man. I ain't go back, bro. That was like my orientation. I ain't go back. I think I left halfway through that job. I'm like, bro, not even gonna do the ride along. Dub. I just looked at it like, man, it didn't really make sense, man. Because when you don't work, you should be able to go home and whatever packages a worker can deliver after their work schedule time can be delivered on the next route, the next day, gang. That's like they was working everybody to the core. I'm not gonna lie, like what am I saying? Is it wrong? Like, okay, let's say we all got routes. We might not drop off 7 packages, but we just work to the end of the shift. We gotta clock out, go home. The packages can get dropped off the next day. Yeah, but it's not all about the scores. That's how I looked at it, man. Because they were talking about that, the numbers and all that. But I looked at it like, yo, bro, this is all energy, bro. By the time I don't rescue somebody from their route, it's about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not doing that regularly. When I get home, I have no time to me. Then I gotta be back here again. Or you gotta be thinking. This no way. And you gotta drive home. Right. So you gotta really process everything. Because I was looking at the time frame of how long you there. It's like, nah, bro, they gonna have you here till 9 p.m. Nah, bro. Not gonna be here till 9 p.m. That's a dub because it's not even that much bread for all the stuff you're doing. You drive first off, you drive a big old truck, bro. The truck like a sprinter van, but it's like it's likely it's tough to park that junk. You know what I'm saying? Nah, hey, don't worry about Abdul. I don't know what he asked me if I was a reptilian. He's bugging. I can't be no reptilian, brother. If I was, I'd be rich. I had all the bread. You'll see me in a mansion right now. They not gonna let me be in the hood. Nah, I'll be up because anything can happen. I can eat the people now. But nah, man, the Amazon's not bad. Like I said, it ain't working though. It's better doing Amazon Flex. At least you get to do your own thing. You can go home when you want, take a break. But yeah, I went to an Amazon interview, man. I went to a few job interviews where I just the job didn't seem appetizing, so I walked off, bro. I remember I went to this hotel interview one time. I was gonna be like cleaning, bro. I went in the room. The room was just disgusting, bro. I'm just like, nah, bro. Good. One time I went to this job, they was paying cash, but it was garbage distribution. We had to sort plastic and all this. Bro, that smell, bro, when you got off work, you had a whole batch, bro. Got off work, you couldn't even smell nothing. I'm like, bro, I'm never going back there ever again. If I go to that job, I'm gonna get sick because you inhaling like just fumes of different stuff, garbage. He said, facts. He said, gas. He said, I get lost and stuck in a ditch. And said, oh, my friend want to see a storm, but it's a day. Nah, hey, yeah, I don't support immigration, but make sure, because you're broke and mad at Pedro doing the most for nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'm an immigrant, so I don't really get into like all that. 310 the city. Fully. What's the word? 310 the city, man. The building. He said, nah, it's mad dust in the building and I'm quitting soon and getting a delivery child again. Nah, hey, exactly. But Rowdy, you kind of see, you see your moves. This is the best part about what I'm saying. It's like you see something, you took the opportunity, you like, all right, so I'm gonna only get a couple checks from here and I'm gonna do something different. You feel what I mean? Boom. That's what it's about though. You know what I'm saying? I don't went to mad jobs. I seen it. I'm like, all right, I might work two weeks here, get a check, but I'm out of here because it's not really for me long term. You know, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta make the best decision for your life, man. You know. And I looked at Amazon like, dude, I wouldn't have no time. Even working at the airport, bro, it's a hard job. That job siphons your energy. I swear on my life, bro, you gotta be there so early. Then you doing physical work, bro. I used to come home sweaty. I had to do laundry every night, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, the best part was like you was working other people's shifts, so they would pay you for that. But bro, I ain't had no time to hang out with nobody working at the airport. I put this in my life unless it was my day off, and then I was tired. You know what I'm saying? Being a ramp agent, a fueler, all that stuff takes your energy, bro. So I look at it like I was really desperate in that moment to maintain that job, but that job wasn't a job to work long term. Yeah, housekeeping takes your energy too because you cleaning after nasty people stuff. Like I almost did cleaning, but like I said, I went in the room and I was just like, nah, bro, this not even light cleaning. This like disgusts me, bro. Like I can't. You feel me? So, me too. That was the second worst job. Nah, I didn't mind working in the call center, Rich. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause you could mute people. It was cool. It was a vibe. I used to work for a collection agency. And I remember Spill like, hey, this is YS. This is a debt collection calling to collect the debt. Any attempt will be used for that purpose. Am I speaking with 310 the city? People will be like, man, who the f- is this? Why are you calling me? It's like, is this 310 the city? I can disclose why I'm calling after you confirm this is 310 the city. Like, yeah, this 310 the city. Like, okay, do you still reside at 52 City Ave Drive? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, my name is YS. I'm calling with this, that. You know what I'm saying? I'm attempting to clear any obtain will be used for that purpose. Now, I'm calling in response to your account that's due with T-Mobile. You currently owe $350. How would you like to resolve that today, 3 and say, like, what? I don't owe no T-Mobile. What are you talking about? Like, well, it shows several charges here, 310 the city. I mean, if we're going on the charge from February, that was 150, then we have so you gotta break it down. I ain't gonna lie, the craziest part was when you call rich lawyers and doctors. Bro, these people will owe like 4,000, dude. 5,000. Put this in my life. You call them, they're like, oh, well, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't even know I owed that bill. We'll take care of that right now. Swipe 4K, 3K, because it's like these people that have money, they have so much financial stuff going on, they literally forget what they owe. But these people literally, I don't watch people pay like 7, 8,000, bro. Swipe. Like it's like, oh, I totally forgot about that bill. We'll take care of that right now. Boom. That's how you get the commission off them. I always be getting them commission. I love when I call them lawyers and doctors. I just had so much going on, they just forgot that they owed this. Paid it instantly, but get a little commission off that on the check. You know, because I was good at like talking on the phone. The hardest sales job I ever worked with, bro, was like selling abrasive parts. Like that's like car parts. So I had to call people down south, bro, and act like I was into hunting and fishing. So I was like, "Hey, is this Bill? Bill, how are you today, man? This is YS calling with abrasive automotive. How's your morning?" I'm like, "Man, don't ever call me again, YS." Nah, it was rejection after rejection. You just had to keep calling. So sometimes they lead you on. I'm like, "Hey, Bill, how you doing today, man?" Like, Bill, tell you what, how's your day going? Not so good, YS. Because you had to literally call these people and act like you're their friend before you sold them anything, bro. It was crazy. So I'm like, yeah, well, I don't like the sound of that, but tell you what, we're gonna hook you up a man cave. What about a 50-inch TV in there? What else do you need in there? You need a mini fridge. Like, why are you doing all of this, Wes? Just trying to cheer you up here, Bill. I mean, sure you're not having a good day. Like, no, you're trying to sell me something. Yo, bro, I'm like, man, these dudes are tough, but it was literally Wolf of Wall Street. We being like this circle. We could see each other calling this like that. And sometimes we see somebody on the sale by the clothes, and then we all run over there like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then they won't close. Like it was frustrating, man. You had to get them numbers. That joint was frustrating. It was hard. He said I never paid creditors because they just transferred the debt. Nah, in fact, I'm gonna put y'all on. So debts always get transferred. I learned this now. You can do your own credit repair, right? Now I did do a video on credit repair. I don't know if y'all tapped in, but it was real. So now these are the major credit repair agency: CoreLogic, Experian. What else is there? Freaking Alexis, Nexus. These are all top reporting credit agencies. So what happens is, let's say YS, I owe T-Mobile. I don't pay T-Mobile. T-Mobile closes the account, but then they sell that to a debt collector. Debt collector tries to attempt to collect that debt. They can't. They got a certain period of time to hold on to the debt. They sell it to somebody else. So this goes on and goes on. But all you do is you go to Experian, Credit Karma, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, these four places, and you basically dispute the debt. And what you're gonna say was these charges were excessive charges, and I do not recall this amount. Now, what's gonna happen is after multiple disputes, they're gonna receive letters to where they gotta get rid of this debt, bro. So it's gonna get knocked off your credit. You can literally go and do this with each and every debt that's on your credit. Now you can go to Credit Karma or Experian and go and see the defaults or the checks on your credit, and then you dispute those charges, and your credit score is gonna go up. You know, this is basic knowledge that I learned off YouTube, bro. That I literally did. You know, that boosted me up to like 600. You feel what I'm saying? You can do this with any account, bro. Any account. Dispute any account. This is what credit agencies do. All they do is send out multiple cease and desist. When you're disputing these credit card accounts with the Experian, Credit Karma, CoreLogic, LexisNexis, it's literally going to take this shit off your record, bro. Take this shit off your credit. You know what I mean? So that's a steez right there. If you need further information, bro, it's a video on the channel that I dropped. I don't know if it's on this channel. Might be on one of my other channels, but I think it's on this channel too. But these are things that you can do, like I said, to now I think it is on this channel. You can improve your credit. You don't gotta pay no one. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that easy, fam. But a lot of people don't know what's easy because they haven't acquired the knowledge, fool. You know what I'm saying? Acquiring the knowledge is what's gonna help you. I'm telling you, you can get any of this. Yo, my boy Roddy just sent the video. Yeah, if you need a further video, it's on the channel. Cause I used to play Lexington Law, bro. Lexington Law is a credit reporting agency, and this is what they would do. They would just dispute charges on my credit report. But then I figured out how to do this myself through Credit Karma and Experience. You know, once you do that, then you go to LexisNexis or CoreLogic, and you tell them you're basically going there to unsubscribe from credit agency being able to get your information. That's like the final step. These credit agencies can't go just pull your information and stuff like that, bro. CoreLogic, LexisNexis, these are like the final bosses of having database information to where they sell to creditors. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that, man. It's no gatekeeping, bro. Knowledge is power, gang. Like, if we can all have good credit, we can all go to the bank and get funds. Real talk. Credit is like having money. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? If we all got 600, 700 credit, we go to the bank and say, yo, we need 500,000. Boom. That's all it takes. No cap. Said my mom makes small purchases and paid off every month. She can go to the bank and get any loan she wants with zero collateral. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. But most people don't really know this because the knowledge is not there early. They don't teach you finance, bro. They teach you all types of other stuff. They don't teach you finance in school. But there's a lot of people that even leverage their cars, leverage credit to get cars. Like, there's people that buy certain vehicles and then they write it off, and then it pays off the vehicle. It's like many loopholes, man. But you gotta do some research. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you don't know. It's even I even heard a story where it's like if you purchase some land, technically the land isn't yours yet, unless you basically bury a family member there. This is like a old law. You know what I'm saying? Like, because most people they buy like land or house and they assume that it's theirs, but the government still owns the land, bro. This is a real fact. You know what I mean? But the only way for the government not to own your land is if a family member, say a dog, it can even be a dog, is buried on that land. That immediately like sovereigns the land or something like that to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing if you're not savvy. That's if you're not too savvy, that's easy to do is pay your bills and credit. If you're making that payment every month anyway, and probably know the payment amount ahead of time. Yeah, but in order to boost your credit, you gotta pay stuff ahead of time. So that means that you can't pay it on the due date. Because when you call a lot of these companies, paying stuff on the due date is not really ahead of time. That's what's so crazy about this whole play, Rich. I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy play. You might have to pay your phone bill 3 days before the due date for it to be ahead of time, and then you need to understand which bills you're paying to where they boost your credit. Cell phones, rent, these are not bills that boost your credit. You know what I mean? So you need to be paying credit card bills, freaking, no, like stuff with the bank. These are things that's gonna improve your credit because we've been paying rent for so long. We supposed to have 1,000 credit. The main things ain't boosting nothing. I ain't gonna hold you. He said that's what Trump wanted to do or did. But yeah, but it makes the land yours, bro. That's a known law. Literally a known law. It makes the land yours. If a family member passes on that land, it's yours. He said 310 in city, the tax and money gains with people Trump money play are beyond anything we need to worry about in our tax bracket realistically. Yeah, we can't worry about nothing related to like big government officials, bro. We're not getting that type of bread. And that's where most people make the mistakes. It's like you're not getting a senator's pension, a politician's pension. You like a regular person, so you need to focus on how you gonna allocate your resources, how you gonna work your tax bracket to your benefit. Because a lot of these guys, they're exempt to the rules we follow, bro. You dig what I'm saying? So it can never be the same setup for us, So we can't focus on that. It's like a distraction. There should only be one thought in your mind. How do you leverage your situation? But once you start thinking about this person's situation, you're distracted. You're not fully focused. You gotta focus. Only win with this focus is to keep what's important on your mind, not what's going on over here. You feel me? Bro, a lot of these dudes, they don't live the life we live, bro. I see a bunch of people talking about S Course LLC, but don't have any real vision. They watch a little YouTube short and dodging taxes, and they're the next Bernie Madoff. Nah, it's all about. I agree with you. It's all about people that see that and kind of like talk big talk. they don't really jump in, because everybody wants to sound like they're business oriented. But I'm telling y'all, one of the best way to start business is merchandise, bro, because you need to learn how to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like selling is not just what you think it is. You gotta know how to sell. Like whatever it is, you gotta convince people whatever you're selling is what they need. Or get a product that's self-selling. But he said, Richard, I know I'm saying that's because he pulled that move that YS mentioned. I think we're all capable of seeing as nobody is. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like, Trump is going to do what Trump's going to do, gang. He's the president. Don't be like everybody worried about the president. We're not even in the vicinity of this person. So we need to focus on us right now. Because I doubt Trump is thinking about me, you, 310 the city, or Richard Wilkins. He don't even know us, man. So don't be distracted by what others is doing or what's transpiring elsewhere. Focus up on what you need to make shape. Because what you need to make shape is more important than what bro doing over here. That's why people never catch up on nothing. A lot of people talking about Trump. They talking about this person, that person, this person. It's not helping their life. You feel me? So what's gonna help your life? What's gonna make your life better? What's gonna put you in a position? What's gonna make your finances better? What's gonna improve your tax bracket? He said 3 years rule, learning how to close, learning how to blend socialization into your sales. Exactly. And then energy, bro. You can't be a dull salesman. The main thing about sales is energy. You have to have high energy. It's like being a speaker. So imagine I'm like, hey man, what's up, bro? I ain't gonna lie, you trying to buy this hat I'm selling? Yeah, bro. Hey, listen, bro, this hat right here is for sale. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be charged up because you literally gotta like take your energy and place it on that person. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they have going on in their day, they have to forget that in that moment because the amount of energy that you provide. Like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on, Mr. Wilkins? Tell you what, I got a product for you to check out right now. It don't matter if I'm happy, sad, or not. That's how high the energy gotta be. Once you master that energy all the time, it's like performing. You know what I mean? Because think about people who perform on the stage. It don't matter what happened in your day. You gotta come and provide a high amount of energy for all these people in the crowd. So once you master that performance, then now sales is easy. All you do is learn, and you learn people, bro. Learning everybody, because everybody likes themselves. So if you see somebody that dress nice, you let them know, man, you dress nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, boom, they gonna like that. If you see somebody that looks nice or athletic or whatever it is, you let them know because people like themselves. So if you can reflect this person to themselves, they like that. So then they lower their guard. Once you break the barrier, now it's just a matter of just selling. Now you pitch, but it's like all that needs to happen transitionally into the pitch. You know what I mean? It's like you trying to make a friend, then you want to talk to the friend, get to know the friend, and you want to show the friend something. But you still want the friend to pick this up. You know what I mean? Or at least get close to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the process right there. Once you do that, find a product, bro. What's the product? What do you think you can sell? What do you think you can sell a million times until you make money? Maybe it's tape. Maybe you can sell tape a million times. You know what I mean? Figure out how you're gonna get a million tape. Boom. Maybe you can't get a million tape off rip. Maybe you can only start with 100. Now calculate how does 100 turn to 5,000, 10,000. But this is the steps to have vision. A vision is not just like, yeah, I want to be rich. Everybody got that vision. What's going to put you in that vision? What's the steps? He said tax bracket shouldn't hold you to a certain way of thinking. Everybody should have the opportunity to dream big. Now, most definitely, but listen, the tax bracket, it doesn't mean nothing. It's just the amount of money that you're making at the time. You could be a millionaire next week and you will have a different tax bracket. You could not be working and your tax bracket won't even be a tax bracket. So all it does is like a representation of what the society or the economy shows you're gaining and earning at that time. You feel me? So it shouldn't stop you from wanting to make more money or whatever it is. You know, so just look at it like that, man. It's just a simple tracking of your earnings at that time. Like when you ain't working, you ain't got no tax bracket, bro. It's not a matter of more thinking, but it's a matter of managing money in a way that makes sense to how much you have. Opening a shell corp in Barbados isn't a move if you're broke. Yeah, I mean, I get what Richard's saying. Y'all not really arguing, bro. Y'all on the same path. Richard is saying, look, some of the guys who are in a different tax bracket, they're gonna do weird stuff. They're gonna do stuff that's like not gonna make sense to somebody in a lower tax bracket. 310 in city, you're saying that tax brackets shouldn't affect your vision. Y'all are saying the same thing. But what y'all kind of agreeing really right now? Nah, nah. Richard is saying we can't worry about Trump's plays because Trump is in a different tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that the way he's gonna spend money, it's not applicable to you and I, 310 the city. So we can't really think about how he spends his money or the financial decisions he makes. The only thing me and you can think about is what financial decisions we make. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all both saying though. You know what I mean? Because yeah, some of his decisions he makes are really crazy, but we don't know what entails those decisions because we're not making that bread. But it doesn't make Trump better than us. It just he making more money. Sometimes you can be like, yeah, this person's making more money. That's why they doing all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Sometimes when you making money, you just be doing dumb shit. When I was making mad money, bro, I had 3 phones. I had freaking 2 car storage units. Just dumb stuff. He said we essentially are agreeing, but I think City is missing me. Of course, you want to think like a billionaire any dollar amount you're at, but wasting time on high level tax cans is just not it to waste because it's gonna keep continuing. Those guys are gonna keep finessing, you know. So instead of us thinking about how they finessing, we need to figure out how we're gonna leverage what we making. Leveraging what you have is look at life like The Walking Dead, right? If we all in the zombie apocalypse, you ain't got time to be worried about how I'm getting these supplies. You gotta get some supplies and you gotta make them last. You feel me? Yeah. So that's your both of y'all saying like the same thing. He said, of course, he's well above most, but it's good to learn from others. Yeah, but even for instance, like let's say you with a billionaire, right? Boom, y'all go out. The billionaire pays the tab for everybody, fam. That shit like 10K. Now you learning right there. You learning a lot. You don't have 10K. So maybe the billionaire is showing you like, look, when you got 10K, when you got $1 billion, 10,000 is like $10. Maybe you're learning that okay, this is what billionaires do when they go out to treat folks to like a good dinner. But it's not so much about the money because if you focus on the money, it's gonna create like a sense of like resentment. Like damn, he's spending 10K, he flexing, or dang, I wish I had that 10K. Why he trying to spend 10K on? Because you're not understanding what the play is, but you're not making billions of dollars. You know, so you can't focus on the money. It's like it's about something else. Maybe he's trying to entertain his guests. Maybe this is how billionaires move. You know, so it's so hard to like focus on that because you're not making that money. You know, and most people when they focus on what somebody else is making, bro, they have resentment or they start developing thoughts because it's like, yo, bro, you just gotta see how this guy moving. Maybe he's showing you just how billionaire move. You know, real talk. I don't went and chill, went to people's crib parties, bro. They had everything city for me, gang. Drinks, food, all that. This how they move at their party. Like, why ass don't even lift a hand, bro? Go get why ass a plate. So I'm like, dang, okay, this is official. If I have a function like this, I gotta accommodate my guests. You know what I mean? Or maybe this is their culture, or maybe he's just very accommodating. But you always learn something, bro. You see, I guess I would compare it to high school basketball player admiring Michael Jordan. Hopefully one day I get there, but some of the stuff Michael Jordan does is impossible. That is facts. Same with me and Kobe, but I learned a lot from Kobe and you learned a lot from Jordan. But you could never be that person because it shouldn't be your focus, but money, everybody has a chance to get money in life, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you just gotta always remember that thought, bro. Because you're gonna meet people with more money than you. More drip, more cars, more hoes. But it shouldn't stop your chances of getting yours. Because it's not a shortage of anything. You feel me? Ain't no shortage of bread. People getting bread every day. So you got homeless folks getting bread on the corner, whether they begging. You got it's women, yeah. Nah, Steph, I apologize. But when I say like that, people be like, "Yeah, I got more hoes than you," But people are getting more girls than you too. But it's not a shortage of yours. You got options to get a lot more of those. You feel me? You got options to get more money than any billionaire. You might make more money than a billionaire. Who knows? I mean, that's tough though, because I feel like the billionaire is a small club. They don't want a lot of billionaires. So let's go 100,000 theirs, 300,000 theirs, 400,000 theirs. You know what I'm saying? All right, Steph. Gratitude. But nah, 400, 500, 600,000 theirs, man. Like these are possible things because there's no shortage on the money. But billionaires is like I feel like you gotta know people to know people to know people to get in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they call you like, hey man, you got $1 billion, you trying to be announced, but the money, everybody got a chance to get this money, man. Because think about it, sometimes you was broke, you ain't had no money. You ain't had much. Then there was times you had a lot of money. You weren't worry about anything. And there was times you had a little bit of money. But it seemed like it was just what you needed. So it's like money is like up and down. Unless you come from a rich family or inherited money, it's kind of like you always got a chance to get it. Quick money, slow money, long money, quick money, quick, slow money, long. The clout chase is real, and the bags are constantly getting fumbled and jumbled. Hold your own and do things the right way, and you'll be all right for real. Facts. You know what I mean? One thing you gotta understand is people blow the fast money quick. Fast money go fast, man. Long money is slow. You know what I'm saying? He said understandable at first. It seemed as if we were being subjected to a certain box because of classism, but I see the ideology behind not worry about another man's money. Nah, it's levels, bro. And that goes into counting pockets. Because you could subtly get into counting pockets. And you don't want to get into counting pockets. When I say counting pockets, paying too much attention to somebody else's motion, bro, it can make you sour because you're not having it. So you already distracted because you so focused on this person's motion, you're not even thinking about creating motion for you because you're a hater and watching. When you start watching, then you start watching the pockets. When you watching the pockets, then you like, oh, I don't like how they spend this money. Because it could subtly happen, bro, without you trying to watch somebody's pockets. But pocket watching is one of the worst things because that's what lead to people robbing people, killing people, just having a strong envy for another person that is having more than you. So instead of focusing on not having, bro, or what I'm having, you gotta start having. Why you having is like you ain't gonna when you have it, you ain't got time to focus on what I'm having. I ain't gonna hold you. You got so much motion, you not even worried about nobody. But when you not having motion, you got a time to watch everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be watching everybody because then you gonna be jealous. You gonna want to poke people up. You want to hit licks because you like, man, I should be having. And nah, man, everybody got a chance, bro. Every day you wake up is a chance to get some money. Always you tell yourself, like, look, man, it don't matter what happened. If I'm still alive, I got a chance. If I still got a phone, I got a chance. Cause having a chance, bro, it's every day is a chance. You might go to the store, bro, and you buy a freaking lottery ticket, bro, and you hit. You know what I'm saying? You might go to the store, freaking, you find $200. Y'all done went to the store and found some money before, right? Hold on, y'all. So the money is always gonna be there, man. You know how many people sell out for this money, bro? They act like this. They never have a chance to get this money. They gonna do some freaky stuff for a little bit of money, and they feel terrible after. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna go against their morals for some money, cause they really feel like if they ain't get that money in that chance in that moment, they ain't never gonna have that chance. I don't never feel like that about money, bro. Cause you could burn that junk. You know what I'm saying? You could rip it up. So imagine you doing something crazy for a little bit of money, but then after that you feel like, damn, I don't even know why I did that for that money. He said, as a little ugly man said, economics collapse and stack just some paper. Real worth comes from your heart and your head at the end of the day. Not facts. That's true, man. The real worth comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Most people gonna sell out for money. I ain't gonna lie. Cause they desperate. They desperate because they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they can get the money by themselves, bro. They desperate. You know how many people be desperate? I've seen some desperate folks, man. They do anything for money. I remember I was on TikTok, right? And this dude was like, "Hey, man, you a smash. If let's say Oprah, no disrespect to Oprah, figuratively speaking, I respect Oprah, but it was what they asked me, bro. They like, would you smash Oprah, bro? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not really attracted to Oprah. They're like, what? You lying, bro? These are people I used to go live with regularly. I'm like, bro, why would you think I'm lying about that? It's like, bro, she's a billionaire. She's a millionaire. You will smash Oprah, bro. I'm like, bro, I am not attracted to Oprah, bro. I want to smash her. She's a billionaire. I don't give a shit. If Oprah's a billionaire, good for her. If I can't become a billionaire, at least I got a chance to at least make some money. I don't need to be a billionaire to smash Oprah. You know what I'm saying? I just don't need to be a billionaire. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, it's simple to me. Like, I'm not attracted to her, so I'm not gonna smash her. But they will smash her because she's a billionaire. But it's like they only smash her to be a billionaire. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to smash her, so I guess I don't want to be a billionaire. Simple. He said, and your heart and your head starts with your mama and your daddy, bro. Now my pops, I stay with my pops, man. My pops is a ill dude. You know what I'm saying? He's real structured, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was intense for me growing up because it's like if I was being grimy, I had to be smooth. So I developed like a ultra smooth personality, but it's like I never followed the rules, bro. I broke the rules. I like to break the rules, so I was stubborn. But one thing he taught me was self value, self worth. It's like I never sold myself, gang, and that's what made me so special. Like it don't matter how you view me, bro. It's like you just regular too. So it's like God is like the ultimate person we gotta impress. Does that make sense? Because most people do things to impress others, gang. Nah, man. I might do something to impress a girl that I really like, but I don't even want to impress no other dudes. Cause I don't like when a dude tries to impress me. Cause then it's like you trying to buy me. When he's trying to buy me, then it's like, okay, something's up. You know what I mean? He said, unless you're racist, it's obvious to me that Asian kids do better, not because Asians smart, but they got strong family structures. Yeah, they do. But that's what matters though. You know, growing up, I had my pops was on me like white on rice. For real. Cause we had to move out of my neighborhood in seventh grade. Cause it was just kind of like I was always outside, bro. So it was no telling like what I was gonna get into. And he kind of saw that early. He'd be like, nah. Because, bro, I was popular in my neighborhood. I'm playing football. I didn't even play basketball, but I'm going to rec center every day. I'm riding bikes in the neighborhood with other people. So I know a lot of people. So he looking like, Nah, he can't grow up here. So he like, nah, I gotta move to the suburbs. Real story, I did not want to move to the suburbs. For like 8th grade, I lived with my uncle, bro. My pops would drop me off for school. I go there with them in the weekend. I'll be at my uncle's crib, wake up in the morning, take the bus to school, come off school, chill, eat. You know what I mean? Do this for like I did this for about like half the year. Then they got to the point. He like, look, man, I ain't gonna lie. We not about to be doing all this driving back and forth. You either got to decide to just go to school out here, or you got to come out there. So it was like, dang, okay. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Broncos. What's up, Broncos, man? Broncos 956 Fully. So he was like, yo, you gonna have to decide. You either go to school out here, cause we're not gonna be doing this whole back and forth stuff, bro. Cause I was at my uncle crib. So I ain't gonna lie. I moved out there. When I moved out there, I ain't gonna lie. I was popping out there because they was from the suburbs. I'm from the city, so it's just a lot of stuff I'm already knowing. Like drip, I'm up on drip. They not really up on drip, so they thought I was mad popular, cool from the drip, all this other stuff. But bro, in the cities, I'm regular. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even the drippiest. This dude's way more drip. But it's like, okay, I understood the difference. But when I moved to the suburbs, I understood the difference in the suburbs and the city. And the city is all idle time, bro. When I say all idle time, y'all can chill all day. Y'all can hang out all day. Y'all can walk to the store all day. Y'all don't have structure. There is no structure. When I say structure, like in the burbs, these kids got structure. These kids is taking freaking driver's ed in 9th grade. They driving by 10th grade. Boy, in the city, we riding a city bus in the bikes. What? We not nobody think about driving unless their parents is thinking about it, gang. This is the difference I learned early. I used to have white girls driving me to school. They my age. They like, yeah, I took driver ed in 9th grade. I'm like, for real? Driver ed? What's that? We on a my cousin was sitting on a mongoose. He wanted to see it, but he was enjoying it. You know, Shorty driving 10th grade, bro. I'm thinking like, what? But it's a different vibe. You know, I'm going to bonfires out there. What's a bonfire? Is a cool vibe. We in a night backyard. So I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. These folks really experience their life out here. But these are folks that come to the city and think it's so lit. So it's crazy. Yo, hey, yo, the phone died, yo. Nah, the phone was dying. The Joe was on 1%. And the phone was on 1% though, man. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I was just telling y'all, man, it's mad difference between living in the suburbs and living in the city, man. I got to experience both. You know, when I got to the suburbs, when I really was like getting into like playing sports and stuff like that, in the cities, I wasn't even on that, bro. I was just hanging out, chilling all day, cause that's what there is to do. You feel me? Yeah, Steph, y'all saw that. I was like, I looked up, I'm like 1%, you know what I mean? But the phone be dying quick on the lives on. I think it's because I really be working this phone as far as gaming, streaming, live content. I be working this junk, but that's the purpose though, man. But yeah, it's a difference between the burbs and the city, man. It's the best of both worlds if you get to experience both. The cities that teach you how to like be street smart, how to like read people a lot. You know, you were saying earlier the battery. Yeah, the battery was getting low. I'll be trying to charge it, but then it's like the charging spot. It's just so awkward. You know what I'm saying? And then I can't turn it sideways. I wish I could do the live landscape. That way I can have the phone sideways when I'm talking to y'all, but you can't even do that. And then the rice is there. I'm about to smash this joint while I'm on here with y'all. I'm gonna crank this joint for a little while, smash the rice, chop it up with y'all. You know, before y'all go knock out KO, man. I love that y'all be up with your boy, man. I rock with y'all, man. Slay. It's Letty Foley. Steph said she gonna crack that joint at work tomorrow. She's gonna come through the door like, Foley! look like, Stephanie, are you all right? I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. I'll be wilding at the job though sometimes, but I ain't gonna lie. I can't really show my true personality to the job, man. They can't really go a lot yet. Streaming takes a lot of power, Rich. I ain't gonna lie, especially when I do Prism. Bro, the phone be hot. When I stream with Prism, the app, the phone be hot. I gotta place it on the ground because the ground's concrete, so it cool it off a little bit. But man, that jump be getting OD hot. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Saying I gotta get like the phone fan or case, one of them cases that probably cools your phone off. Cause I think when your phone get OD hot, that's when my phone get to slowing down and start glitching and buffering, especially in the game. You know what I'm saying? Them Call of Duty games. I appreciate y'all though, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been running up the COD streams though, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I ain't did like a I used to do my COD highlight kind of mixtape. I ain't done one in a while. I just can't do it because they don't let me put certain music in on here. But I do it on my other channels though, just because it's copyright content. But I don't try to get no copyrights on here, just because it's you getting them copyrights, them strikes, boy. Woo! You don't want to be getting them YouTube copyrights and strikes, man. They ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? They're gonna have you tight like, dang, man, I gotta wait 90 days. When you get a YouTube strike or copyright, you gotta wait like 90 days for it to get off your junk. And then you can't get 3, bro. You get 3 back to back, you gotta start a new channel. So I gotta be smooth with them copyright strikes to claim, man. Just try not to get nothing copyright in there. Well, I need to get back to doing like my game highlights edits, man. I go in and edit the clips and all that. I need to do that. Get back to doing that. That was cool when I used to do it. Find like a good song, put it in the back. Have that John rocking. I might do it soon. I got this new gun. Hey, Richard Wilkins, how far are you on leveling up? I still gotta play with you, but look, you know I can play regular matches with you, right? So you don't have to always play legendary, bro. You said streamers have to replace stuff twice as often. Yeah, because they be draining the batteries and they. I be hearing the streamers like, "Oh, I gotta get a new battery pack. Oh, I had to get a new streaming deck or whatsoever." But that's because the batteries in they jump be getting drained. But I was gonna say, you know me, you can play regular matches, gang. We don't have to play rank. I already hit legendary, so we good, bro. I can run some regular matches with you and shit like that. Just let me know. Just comment in the trap like the Discord, like YS hop on. I'm gonna hop on. Play some regular matches with you. Smoke something real quick. In regular matches, I be trying to get like 70 kills. But it be legendary players in regular matches though. Don't sleep. You be seeing them players that be moving kind of crazy. Those be the legendary players. Cause they gotta go play regular matches to complete tasks for camel scans. You said I gotta get your number. Yeah, when you get on the Discord, just comment on the Discord like YS, get on the game. And I'll play some matches with you. I used to play with Machine Dean. Hey man. You know, Steph, yeah. My number is really the Discord for real, man. I got a business line though. And I don't really give out my personal number because it's like then you're gonna have a UAV on me, you know what I mean? You gonna get my low. You get my personal number, you got my low. I don't want you to have no UAV on me. Now I got the business number, I got the Discord. The Discord basically like y'all texting me, bro. Y'all know that? When we was on the live, I seen the video Rowdy sent. A UAV is like unidentified air vehicle or something like that. Somebody told me what it was. It's like a tracker. I think Richard Wilkins told me what it was. I don't remember. It was him or somebody else. But yeah, Richard, we can crank the matches. Play some matches, bro. Go crazy. All right, you number one stunner on there, right? I just got a text in a Discord for number one stunner. Hit me up the next time you on there. I'm gonna hop on there. All right, back. Number one stunner. I'm the number one stunner. That's your name on the game? That's hard. People be having some crazy name on the game, bro. I done seen some wild names, bro. I like number one stunner though, but I can't wait for it to get that match in. Run up the game with you, bro. Chop it up on there. Go crazy. But look, I know it's mad late, man. Yeah, I don't really stayed up till like 3 almost. Unmanned aerial vehicle, all right. Refers to a specific type of spy plane used to locate buildings, vehicles, and troops. Yeah, so it's like a tracker. So it's unmanned aerial vehicle, okay. You the one that told me what it was. I remember now. But listen, we're gonna get that match in, that COD match in, man. We're gonna get busy for sure. Miss Nicole, I love that you stayed to the end. I appreciate you always. Have a lovely night. Hopefully you join the Discord. They would love to have you in there. I would love to have you in there. You know, Richard's already in there. Number one stunner. The number one stunner's already in there, you know what I mean? Rowdy's in there. You just gotta hop in next, you know what I mean, Steph? But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys staying up with me, talking with me, listening to me rant about whatever, suburb, city. You know, it means a lot, man. I ain't really doing nothing spectacular, but y'all make it seem spectacular. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And after I hop off the live, I'm about to kind of watch this video and see what I could change, maybe add, or maybe it's ready to go. So until next time, I love all of y'all, man. Shout out to Richard Wilkins, Rowdy the Don. Let me do shout outs real quick, man. Before I leave, Stephanie Nicole, you know what I'm saying? Michaela Philia, Creepy Larry, man. Broncos 956, Bead 6H, you know what I mean? Texas Bennett, man. Bro, name was freaking crazy, bro. Shout out to 310 the city, man. 310 the city in this jump, man. Shout out 310 the city. Who else in this jump, man? 365, stay in mode, man. Let's go, man. Shout out 365, Paul White, 1136, of course. You know what I'm saying? And they won't even let me go all the way to the other comments because I had resumed the live. He said, hey, yo, don't shout out Creepy. Nah, bro, I saw that name and I had to stop. I just said the names. You was in there, though, Richard, but I saw that name. I'm like, what? Nah, man, I love y'all, man. I'm definitely excited to drop this song, and I'm about to start working on the next film for this next video. This other song I been should have dropped, man. So we dropping everything, man. You heard? Release it all, man. But I hope y'all have a great night, man. You too, and everybody that joined the live. And it's really the toughest part for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not leaving. Nah. Y'all know I say that every time, but I am leaving. I am leaving, man. So I love y'all, man. Until next time. Number one, Stunner. I'm gonna see you on COD. Stephanie Nicole, I hope you have the most beautiful rest. Because you're already beautiful. You don't need no beauty sleep, all right? And life, I'm out of here, yo.